So they're arresting immigrants. I mean, Nigerian gay immigrants. FIFA is not set to bring the World Cup here. They're destroying all my cards. The weather is really hot. The weather is really hot, and they're locking up the doors. You know, it's only during winter when the weather is cold. They're supposed to lock the door so the heat will escape, but they're supposed to at least leave one door open so if you have a wheelchair, you can get in. So they said the target us foreigners that we under this storm, say we're going to destroy America's economy, and they try to get us to leave. 1 million immigrants have already left. They deny me access to the bathroom, send people to be sexually touching me. I'm a gay immigrant. Maybe I experienced more worse abuse as a gay, but they do tell me that my mother was a straight woman. They killed her, misdiagnosed her as crazy. My mother said they wouldn't let her use the bathroom. I normally walk around like this. I was born a boy, I'm not a girl. But you know, they took my home, so this is what they're doing. And they always try to get me to have a heart attack. My father had a cardiovascular illness. My mother had a cardiovascular illness. And both have been killed. You know, my whole mother's daughters, they were moving like an American gang. As my mother was trying to sue the police here for taking her home wrongfully, the police immediately went and killed a black American helping us with the copy of Eric Garner, choking him, they have all the evidence, they didn't let me testify in court. Then my mother said as soon as Eric Garner was killed, she knows her daughters in Pennsylvania were moving with a bad gang, and they lured my mother to come from New York to Pennsylvania, so they're going to help her with money. When she got there, they tried to kill her, put her in the backseat of the car, went and crashed that car. My mother has cardiovascular illness to get her to die out of panic. Then my mother said the police in Pennsylvania wouldn't help her. She suspected it was intentional done by that Flora. That Flora also, she always tries to run people over with cars. I've been in a car with her before. She's always having car accidents. I don't know what's wrong with her. My mother says she's moving with a narcotic gang that keep for money. You know, and she's always trying to get into a car accident, that Flora. So that Flora's husband is also U.S. military. I guess they're both attracted to violence. My mother said that Flora's husband, his name is Ayinde Cheney. And he would try to punch my mother while she was living with that Flora, trying to get money from her, that Flora to come back to New York and rent a place. Said that Flora promised my mother, that Bolanle, both of them promised my mother $500. Because my mother, you know, she always rents one single room, and she works as a home aide. So she wanted to come back to New York, get $500, and none of them, they were tricking her, held her hostage, and they were trying to kill her. Lured her from New York, so she comes and stays with them for a while. They'll give her $500. You know, and they didn't give her that $500, you know, and he said that Ayinde, a black American soldier married to my mother's daughter Flora. My mother said that Ayinde would try to punch my mother, would mess up the bathroom, make the bathroom blocked, and my mother would tell him to use a plunger to fix the bathroom or call a plumber, and we hit my mother with a dirty plunger, try to punch her, and the police drove my mother away. So, you know, because she has an accent, and the police always side with people, with Americans over foreigners. So FIFA is not safe for the World Cup here. So my mother went to live with her other daughter, Bolanle, and that one also was poisoning my mother with counterfeit poison. So my mother finally came back to here to go to the hospital in New York. Then those daughters showed up at the hospital. My mother was like, their narcotic gang must have found that hospital my mother was in. I'm also under their police surveillance, because when my mother brought me as a child from Nigeria, they arrested me at the immigration airport, saying my mother's green card doesn't cover, which was a lie. They always arrest immigrants wrongfully like that. So it's not really safe for immigrants. From the immigration, they're arresting a lot of people. Even they say the immigration is arresting U.S. citizens. You know, wrongfully. They're killing some of the U.S. citizens, like Alex Preedy, and the other one is Miss Good. So, you know, so the immigration is even arresting U.S. citizens, and everybody just attacking immigrants. They are trained, they don't want me, they say I have too much stuff. And I'm like, you know, you expect me as a foreigner. I came from Nigeria with luggages, and they're taking everything from me. They've stolen all my stuff, and I go out and buy more stuff, and they want to take it. You know, so they say we foreigners, we're trash, we bring disease, we bring, you know, so they start tapping us. So this is what I do to immigrants, and they steal your passport, steal your green card, to make sure when you leave America, you don't come back. My father also, they robbed them. His friend who was from Puerto Rico, when he came, my father came in the 1970s, he said this guy was befriending my father. I think they were maybe living in the same building in the Bronx. And so my father used to go to school in Brooklyn. And this friend was my father, what time are you coming home from school? My father would tell him everything. One day when my father went to school, the friend robbed my father. My father had a Sony. In the 1970s, I had a Sony double cassette, big double cassette radio, FM, AM, SW, the latest Sony radio, a big radio, almost like this bag. You know, my father, that Puerto Rican guy, while my father was in school studying, in Brooklyn. The guy was in the Bronx, breaking into my father's apartment, stole everything. Then my father then came home. Nobody told him who stole nothing. And my father started seeing this Puerto Rican guy with his stuff in the building. My father called the police. The Puerto Rican guy trying to stab my father dead. My father fled America, never came back. You know, the police never arrested the guy. You know, and I've been getting robbed. So my father was almost stabbed dead in the 1970s. You know, and he finally left America in the 80s, and he never came back again. Yeah, my father's not dead. As I was criticizing this Trump, they said somebody killed my father in Nigeria. My mother's also been killed. So this is what is going on. So FIFA, it's not safe for World Cup here. As an immigrant, they don't want me on the train. Say we immigrants are dirty, we come here with disease, we come here with roaches, you know, and America is usually, you know, New York is usually dirty. This is bird poop. You know, the birds poop, all kinds of people vomit, people pee, but they're blaming us that we immigrants are the ones that are dirty, that their country is clean. It's just a wrong setup. This is bird poop, you know, and this, you know, this one is even clean. There are places you go to the train station, there'll be poop, people's excrement on the floor, people will be stepping on excrement, human excrement, there'll be pee. I had recorded all these things. I'm not Black Mountain America. This is a disease, you know, this is how they're supposed to leave the train. But they knew I was coming, this is why they blocked the door. You know, normally they're supposed to leave it open like this. Especially it's now warmer, you know, even the winter, they leave the doors open like this to make me freeze. But now that the weather is warmer, to make sure I don't get in, this is why they blocked the door. So, you know, and they said this is how they kill people. They've killed my friend Garner, killed my mother, they'll just declare you crazy. Once they declare you crazy, they'll lock you up in the mental ward. A Black American said when they declare him crazy, they lock him up in the mental ward for 8 years. And he said it wasn't crazy. He said, you know, but if they claim you're always angry, the doctor will let you come out. And they'll be getting money from the government. These are the kidnapping people. Lock you up in the mental ward for 8 years, and that Black American told me it's not crazy. So they just, you know, they put him in the mental hospital for 8 years. My mother also, her daughters, told them to put her in the mental hospital forever. My mother got so angry, she died immediately. You know, and they tried to put me in the mental hospital also. They will start a fight with you. And in 2019, July 2019, they sent a guy to slap me. And as I was crying, the police came and knocked me down, beat me up so much, stole my green card, locked me up in the mental ward. And they didn't give me my green card. I used to be in immigration prison, and I heard in immigration prison that a U.S. green card, you can sell it for like $100,000 abroad. So the police will steal all your stuff, my green card, my ID, all my money. They said that police used to do this in the 1990s, used to beat up blacks, arrest them over false allegation, and steal their money. And soon the federal agents was able to arrest the local police here in NYPD, and they tagged the Operation Dirty 30. That was in the 1990s, but those police went to prison. But a new set is now arose, and they said they're going to get me angry and rob me. Anytime I have money or anything, they rob me. And most importantly, I have a lot of phones I've been using to record. I have like 50 phones in my chest. I was born a boy, so this is not a real breast. This is my bag where I keep like 50 phones. For the last 16 years I've been homeless. I've been saving a lot of the phones because a lot of times the phone will fall down and stop working. I save it so that all the videos I have in that phone, I can give it to the court to help me extract the video. Because for 16 years they've been abusing me like crazy. You stole my green card here in America. So FIFA is not safe, and the latest thing they're doing, they don't let you use the bathroom. As a foreigner, they go and call the police on you, they arrest you in the bathroom, lie against you. So FIFA is not safe to bring the World Cup here. Please postpone this World Cup. It's a trap. There's some Black American gang that told me they're going to be killing people during the World Cup, especially Africans. They say, you know, so this is a bag I wear to hide evidence. Because, you know, in case they kill me, maybe, you know, somebody may help me save this bag. So I'm afraid that they may kill me any moment. They're killing people. You know, they killed my mother, killed my father. They killed my friend Arigana. They're just killing people here. You know, the government here and the police. And, you know, and you won't hear from these people again. So I said my most important evidence here in case they kill me. Please, Rod, this has evidence that will convict them. Ask about my bag. Ask about my bag on my chest. Let me show you the size of the bag. They've stolen a lot of phones from the last time they arrested me in November 14 in the bathroom. So they stole a lot of my phones and my, you know, but I still have some, like, they weren't able to get some of the evidence fast enough, you know. Because while I was in prison, I kept on talking, telling them, you know, that look, you know, don't steal my stuff. I said, you know, I have video evidence of all my stuff. I said, you know, I've already posted on YouTube. I said, if any of my stuff is missing, I will use the video evidence on my YouTube to try to retrace it. You know, so I have a lot of video evidence showing on YouTube, but they're deleting all my videos on YouTube, deleting my videos on Instagram. Instagram has banned me, Facebook has banned me. You know, so please FIFA, please anyone in the world, please donate money to me. I'm a witness, and they may try to kill me and call it accidental killing. So people are telling me they're going to kill you and claim your phone, so they're going to ambush you in the bathroom and say your phone looks like a gun and they shoot you dead mistakenly. And you know, some people have been telling me, I listen to the WABC radio, you know, they have federal agents that's protecting them because they're friends with, their owner is friends with Trump. So they use their federal agents also to spy on me because I used to have a case in immigration court. My mother became a U.S. citizen and was able to get my green card. But they said once you go up into immigration court, they will use their FBI federal agents to be phone tapping forever because, you know, this is what they do. They turn an immigration case to a life sentence. Even if after you got your green card, they still be watching you. Because even if you become a U.S. citizen, they can still deport you to the citizenship from you. So they forever watch you. You know, so, and this is extreme abuse of immigrant. They've killed my mother, killed my father, for what? You know, and another African immigrant, and he was homeless. They said they robbed him as soon as I started talking to him. Their police is watching me. A lot of people tell me their police is watching you, and we don't want to talk to you because their police will arrest them and hurt them. So this African, as soon as I started talking to him, said somebody came and stole, while he was sleeping, said somebody came and stole his green card and passport. So the police arrested him, stole my green card and passport. Another African I was talking to said they arrested him, locked him up in mental ward. So anybody, you know, the picking Africans especially. So unless they can give an assurance that they're going to investigate before the World Cup and arrest these dirty police, FIFA postpone this World Cup. It's not worth human life. And if you're watching my video anywhere in the world, please donate to my Cash App NYC Homeless. I want to go to court, but most importantly, I want to rent a hotel room so I can hide there. Don't let me use the bathroom. I'm buying an anti-diarrhea drug, you know, just to stop me from using the bathroom also. Because they said they're going to kill me in the bathroom. And I heard, you know, not using the bathroom regularly can cause you to have a heart attack and die. So I beg for money on the street, any money I give that. I used to buy the drugs to stop me from using the bathroom also. So, you know, they said one of their musicians called, I forgot his name. Michael Jackson married his daughter. What's his name again? Elvis Presley. They said he was constipated and he was in the bathroom and he had a heart attack. You know, so I had to risk my life, and I said some of these drugs could make you permanently constipated. They said it's not good to be using it too much, but this is what I'm surviving on. So please, my life is a danger. The police and immigration are going crazy, and that's a lot. The reason why the immigrants are keeping quiet, they said that immigration is watching social media, and any immigrant that refuses the truth, they're going to arrest that immigrant and deport them. So I'm risking my life, my everything. They said they have a prison in Arizona called Alcatraz. This is a military prison. I say a lot of immigrants are coming to in that prison. So a lot of immigrants don't say the truth. So FIFA, I'm like the only last one standing. And please take my allegation serious. They are robbing Africans, there's some black Americans. Their police have hired black Americans to be robbing us, to be punching us and beating us, and the police will come and arrest you, rob you, and lock you up. Say you're the one fighting, you immigrants come to America to fight. You and they will beat you, they say go to the taser. So Americans now say, please go to my Cash App, they ban me on Facebook. Ban me on Instagram because I record a lot of videos and save it there. You know, so I need to go to court to get my videos back and you know, so FIFA, please, I've contacted the legal department. I'm going to contact you. It's not safe. Please, you have to insist the World Cup be postponed indefinitely to address the security challenges they're facing in this country. Even the Iranians say they don't feel safe and you FIFA say they should come here regardless. But people here don't feel safe. We immigrants. You know, this Trump, he said he wants to deport everybody and it's allowing criminals to attack us. And the police are forming gangs also to attack us immigrants because, you know, due to the arrogance that they believe we immigrants are all going to be deported. Even Trump said even immigrants that become U.S. citizens, it's going to take their passport because all their law, even if you're an immigrant, you become a U.S. citizen, they can still take your passport from you. You know, so any little crime you do as a U.S. citizen, if you're an immigrant, if you're from another country, you can still take your passport and deport you back to that country. So if immigrants with U.S. passports are afraid to speak, so you know, my green card is already stolen. So please donate to my Cash App NYC Homeless so I can go to court. You know, I'm about to have a heart attack. So they've noticed my father and mother died of cardiovascular illnesses before they were killed. So it's easy to kill somebody and kill the person died of cardiovascular illness. So they want to have a heart attack and hopefully they hope I'll die. And they'll just say, look, my father and mother already survived cardiovascular illness. So you know, it was natural, I got a heart attack. But they're the ones scaring me to death. So please, this is a genocide that they're trying to impose on us Africans. They said 10 million Africans were killed during slavery here. And they claimed the slavery ended 500 years ago, but they still treat me like a slave. So please, I'm trying to go to the World Trade Court. I'm trying to go to their court. There's a federal court already investigating. The very fact that police are abusing people. And they've hired lawyers from a legal aid society. For the past 6 years, I've been calling this lawyer, they don't help me. You know, in a black American people, they killed the marijuana. I met him on the street. So please donate to my Cash App and once you're homeless. I'm seeking non-conditional charitable donation to my Cash App and once you're homeless. And I solemnly swear that United States federal laws, honorable laws, and U.S. Constitution, that I'm not seeking marriage with anyone, I'm not seeking surrogacy, I'm not looking to be adopted, I'm not looking for anybody to adopt me. And I'm seeking non-conditional charitable donation to my Cash App, NYC homeless, or to me in person, I do pay for money everywhere I go. And or student loan, and if it's a student loan, the interest rate should be similar to the ones U.S. government charges students in America to go to school, or the one commercial bank charges students to go to school in America, whichever is less. And also, I can put in my Cash App, NYC homeless, I know to me in person. And also, in case I die, I'm killed, no family member or friend should administer my estate or inherited from my estate. My mother's address in America moving with a gang, and she has one in Bologna here in America. And the one in Nigeria is called Funke. She said she's moving with like a gang also. They said that Funke shook me as a baby because my father is different from hers, and she was angry about that and tried to throw me out of the window. And my mother called the police to arrest her, but her father's family bailed her for prison. So I could never get justice in Nigeria also. I was born a boy, I'm not a girl. You know, so I don't want any of my family or whatever, anywhere in the world, to be able to administer my estate or get anything from me. Before my mother died, she reached out to all my family members. Everyone in the world to help me and her in Minneapolis. So my mother told me I should forget about a family that don't like me and her, or they're not nice people. I should just keep contacting strangers. And you know, I've been posting messages online. No friend ever sent me anything. There's this Nigerian guy, I used to talk to him online, his name is Yemi Asalu. But when I told him 2004 that I have an immigration problem, he told me to talk to him. He lives in Canada, he was a Canadian resident. You know, and when I finally found out, it was posted online that I finally got my green card, that's when he started talking to me again. I told him, you know, and he's a lawyer, so I told him, you know, before my mother, I told him the police took my home, and me and my mother were on the street. And he told me he's going to come and represent me, he never represented me. Until my mother was killed and the black American is killed. You know, and I called him again. I said, could he help me with money? He told me he's going to help me with money. He never contacted me back. And at one point, I told him to stop calling him. That he doesn't like Nigerians, he likes Americans only and Canadians. And he told me he's already dating a guy in Canada, he's black Canadian. So, you know, but sometimes I used to call him every now and then. And can he just borrow me money? His father's worth like $100 million in Nigeria. And his father that inherited a lot of money. So I was trying to borrow me money. And he would tell me he's going to send me money, he wouldn't send me nothing. You know? So now my mother's died, but at one point he was going to come and represent me in America. And he's a lawyer, and he never showed up. Then my mother got dead. I was waiting for him, I didn't go to court early. You know, and all my cases, I know, has been thrown out of court because, you know, I was waiting for this guy to come and represent me. So my mother's not dead, and he may be in legal trouble because if you cause the death of someone, even though it was a black American that went to go and meet Eric Garner, and the police when I took him dead. So if you cause the death of someone, you could be in trouble. So I contacted the Nigerian embassy, and they didn't help me, but his family is very, very important. So I think the Nigerian embassy told him to try to get me kidnapped and removed from America, that I'm going to get him put in prison, you know, for not helping me, promising to help me, and my mother got killed as a lawyer. So I've been seeing him in America. When I'm sleeping, he'll come and touch me. He comes with a Spanish woman. You know, I said, who's giving my location? The police is surveilling me due to my past immigration case. You know, so they're giving my information out even to the Nigerian government and stuff, because, you know, there's no Nigerian government always kidnaps people. They kidnapped a British Nigerian called Nnamdi Kanu. He had a British passport, and he used to say bad things about the Nigerian government. So they sent a Nigerian woman to lure him to sex, and the Nigerian woman injected him with an injection, and he became comatose. And they put him in a car, put him on the plane, and he woke up in Nigeria. He's now in prison in Nigeria. So the Nigerian government is also trying to kidnap people so that the American government wouldn't have to face justice for the death of Eric Garner, because I have evidence to kill Eric Garner on purpose. You know, so there's this Nigerian called Yemi Asalu. He's a kidnapper. You know, his family's worth like $100 million. He inherited some of those money. And now he comes to America, and I saw him driving the Nigerian president's car, 0001, around where the police arrested me and kidnapped me in the bathroom. They call that place Tribeca. And he follows me around. I don't think he has any other job than to follow me. He's worth millions of dollars. I always see him near the immigration plaza. He's so arrogant. I'll be walking past me, and it's very threatening because I believe he's warning me. You're going to get attacked and put in a car and driven to a plane. So, and they've been sending people to be telling me to drink alcohol. Even this Nigerian musician Tiwa Savage, she sings songs about me. I used to post about her online that I like her music before. But all of a sudden, I think the Nigerian government contacted her. And she's been singing songs about me. And sometimes she comes to America, so I follow her account, and she's always singing songs to lure me. They say the Nigerian government hires women to lure you and stab you with an injection and take you to Nigeria. So she released a song recently, so we can settle that. So I thought maybe she's working for the Nigerian government, and she's telling me in the song that the Nigerian government can pay me the money they owe me. Because when my mother came to Nigeria in 1988 to pick me up, the Nigerian government stole the plane ticket she was going to use to go back to America with me. She bought a plane ticket here in America. So the Nigerian government invalidated that ticket and won't refund that money. So she got stuck in Nigeria, and we had to wait 10 years before we could come here. And when I came here, the immigration here said, it's too late for me to arrive with visa. I'm no longer qualified for visa. At that time, my mother, had applied for U.S. citizenship for me and her. But when she went to Nigeria, we waited 10 years, and the immigration arrested me. So we came too late. So the problem I'm having is also due to the Nigerian government. So when that lady sings the song, we can settle that. So I was thinking maybe I heard the Nigerian government hired her, and another Nigerian musician Tenny or whatever, because my mother knows that Tenny's family. I don't know her personally, but my mother knows that Tenny's family. I gave them a special award as member of the Nigerian elite Revolutionary Guard, whatever they call it, member of Order of Niger. And since then I've been seeing that Tenny come to America and start following me around. I used to beg for money from her, but she never did. But I'm seeing America following me around. And it's like they want her to trick me, so that the Nigerian government gives Nigerians injections to stab people with, to put them in coma, so they can put them on the plane. And that Tenny knows another Nigerian, Davido. I see him here in America also, on the train with me. He has a plane, a private jet. That's the first thing him and his father bought, private jet. They said when they're about to kidnap you like that, it's better to put you in a private jet, because the commercial airline, when you're driving you, the commercial airline will see, why is this person asleep? The commercial airline will raise awareness. So at the time they were trying to kidnap me, this Nigerian musician Davido bought a private jet. Everyone wondered, why is this a young guy? And I started seeing in America. So the Nigerian government is hiring Nigerians to stab people with injection and telling people to buy private jets. So FIFA is not safe in America. A lot of the Chinese police also send people to kidnap in America. So any of the people coming for the World Cup could be kidnapped by any of these governments from foreign countries, and the American police will investigate nothing. So please don't worldwide donate to my cash app. I need to go to court to take the Nigerian government to court, take the American government to court, and also there's all kinds of unsanitariness in America. They don't let use the bathroom. They said they normally don't let blacks use the bathroom. There was a black American, he was trying to use the bathroom in the restaurant, Starbucks, and in Philadelphia, they called the police on him to arrest him. The people were protesting so bad. They said in the past, blacks are supposed to use the bathroom outside like an animal. They said they have laws of discrimination. And they're still enforcing those laws. They always call the police to arrest me in the bathroom. They don't let foreigners use the bathroom. FIFA canceled the World Cup. This city is dirty. They don't let people use the bathroom. A foreigner, like 2 days ago, messed up his pants in his train station. On the out train station, Forest Hills. You shit all over the floor. People were stepping on doo-doo. In that train station, they always call the police on you if a foreigner trying to use the bathroom. They are still enforcing. FIFA canceled this World Cup. They are going to kill a lot of these foreigners. You can't use the bathroom as a foreigner in America. My mother also, they used to harass her. She found out of her time. She used to wear a diaper. She's from Nigeria. She died here in Manhattan, New York City. So please, I need to take this to court, cancel this World Cup until they create a special monitor that would arrest these people that abuse immigrants like me. Every day they call the police on me in the bathroom. I have to be taking drugs diarrhea drugs to I don't always have diarrhea, but I take drugs regardless to prevent from using the bathroom. I was wearing diapers at the point. And some people on Instagram, one black American decided to be making fun of me. He said, life of a diaper. They call me diaper. Since 9/11, they call Muslim diaper head. You know, but now they call me diaper in America. I'm a Christian. Because I wear diapers because they don't let me use the bathroom in America. So there's a black American making fun of me online. He calls himself life of a diaper. And he's doing the things that don't do to me in America. They'll make a lie about me, beat me up, and call the police to arrest me. So he always goes around, he's a black American. He will come on the train and say you did something, we attacking people on the train, and be lying against these people. And he came on the train. There was a Nigerian on the train in the subway, and he said this Nigerian insulted his mother, and this Nigerian was crying. I said, I don't know your mother. And this Nigerian got so scared, this Nigerian ran away and fell down the staircase. And this black American was laughing. So they're allowing black Americans to attack Africans. So this guy, the police refused to arrest him, and he's going after foreigners, a black American. So when the World Cup starts, this guy's going to go after foreigners coming for the World Cup. He will accuse you of doing something wrong and scare you. People die of heart attacks like that. There's something in medicine called broken heart syndrome. So if you scare somebody, the person can die of a heart attack. And they're posting videos of dogs having a heart attack. Some people will put on a mask and scare their dog, and the dog will die of a heart attack, will fall down with a heart attack. There's some Americans doing cruel things. They believe they have freedom to do it. On Instagram, this person, he was an American, put on a mask and was scaring the dog, and the dog fainted. And the person was laughing, people were watching it online. A lot of Americans were saying, yo, that video is so funny. Why the dog died of a heart attack? So there are people in America that are doing things like this. They don't arrest them. Scaring people to have a heart attack. They always tell people to accuse me of a crime in the bathroom. And the police will come and beat me. Say, shut up. You don't understand your language. Speak in English. This is America. I say, I'm speaking English, sir. Say, shut up. And they'll be beating me. So if I'm investigating, postpone this World Cup. They are very wicked Americans attacking foreigners. A lot of immigrants are not saying nothing. Because Trump said immigrants that talk about America, they're going to put them in a military prison in Arizona. So this is why the immigrants are not saying nothing. A lot of the college students from foreign countries, Trump put them in prison because they were protesting. So now nobody protests. All the immigrants are quiet. I'm the only one talking. And before they put me in prison, FIFA, please cancel this World Cup. America stopped something else. My mother, before she died, they stole her U.S. passport. She became a U.S. citizen. They've stolen my green card also, stole my passport, everything I have to stole. Their police will arrest me, and while they arrest you, they'll take all your stuff and will return it. And I heard a green card, you can sell it abroad for $50,000. I used to be in immigration prison, and some of the people that arrived and they arrested them at JFK, they said they bought their green card for $50,000. You know, so they've stolen my green card. My mother became a U.S. citizen, and she finally got me a green card. Now since they've stolen, I don't have nothing to prove my immigration status. I can't go back to work anymore. You know, so for the past 9 years, I've been on the street since the police arrested me. Says somebody said I was fighting, and the police went and arrested me, stole my green card, and locked me up in the mental ward. A black American I talked with said they put him in the mental hospital for 8 years. Said they can put you in the mental hospital forever. Their police have the power. They'll say you always fight people, and they'll go and tell the hospital not to release you. So a black American, he said the police arrested him one day and told the hospital not to release him, and he spent 8 years in the mental hospital. So the police have power, and I don't bother nobody, but they send people to accuse me of crime. There's a black American also doing it. His name is Life of a Diaper. He targets foreigners. He will say you accuse of a crime, and he scared one Nigerian. The Nigerian was trying to run away from, and the Nigerian fell down the staircase and fell on the floor. And this black American was laughing, and people were watching the video, said that was so funny. So they're doing cruel things to foreigners. FIFA canceled this World Cup. That black American may attack other people coming for the World Cup and scare the hell out of them. And the police are arresting him. You know, you're not allowed to harm anybody. Anybody can get a heart attack. And it's quite inciting a riot. False alarm, and this black American is walking free. They have laws against that, but it's targeting black people. The day he targets a white man, that's when they will lock him up. Even now, as a black American rapper used to rap "Life is a Bitch" in the 1990s. He said he was a teenager rapping. Say he always steals green card from foreigners. It's not worth $500 million. The person who arrested him. If he was rapping, he rapes white women, he'll be in prison. So when you attack a foreigner, the police will not arrest you for a black American. Yes, he was a teenager, he became a rapper, and he did a song, They Love Each Other in America. Life is a bitch. Say, I rob foreigners for their green cards in Queens while growing up. I don't really know how to rap like him. You know, and it's now worth $500 million. And since I started talking about him, the police stole my green card also. I don't know if he has any connection with the police. You know, and the police will never arrest him, even though he confessed in his rap song. They said they used to lock him up all the time. You know, I don't know if they arrested him for stealing the green cards, but I believe, you know, if he's stealing, I'm sure he said he also robs people. But none of those foreigners is suing him. He says he's about to get $1 billion. Even Jay-Z, they said he also, I don't know if he robs foreigners, but he did a song saying, girls I do adore. Say you African, you treat me like, you know, they diss Africans all the time, which is fine, it's music. It's not fine, but I guess. But when you now have black Americans, while the police arrest me, lying on me, that's not fine. It says some of the black Americans hate Africans, say we sold them to slavery. And one of the black American gangs said they're going to kill Africans during the World Cup. You know, so FIFA postponed this World Cup. They need to arrest those black American gang members. So please postpone this World Cup. It's not worth human life. There's a black American gang said they're going to kill Africans. Postpone this World Cup. It's not worth human life. The Iranians said they're scared. This Trump is emboldening criminals in America to attack foreigners. Postpone this World Cup and please donate to, they don't let me use the bathroom. Their police are kicking the door open on me in the bathroom. And they tell me my phone looks like a gun. I said, do you want to shoot us? That looks like a gun. I said, it's a phone. It's a phone. So please, they're killing people. They killed Diallo with 40 bullets. They said they thought he had a gun. The poor guy was trying to show them an ID. FIFA postponed it and those police got away with it. It's a West African immigrant. They didn't put them in prison. FIFA postponed this World Cup. They're driving immigrants crazy. But they've killed my mother, my father, a black American helping me, a Ghana. FIFA postponed this World Cup. They say a lot of the immigrants, they drive them crazy and put them in mental ward in the immigration prison. The people are telling me you're gone. They're sending people to tell me you're gone, you're going to die soon. So you talk about us like this, so I could die anymore, so the person's going to shoot me in the bathroom. And they come and bust it out, put them in the bathroom. Boom, say get out, fucker, nigga. FIFA postponed this World Cup. They kill our police and hunting Africans. This may be my last video alive. My cash app is NYC homeless. America is not safe. I've been contacting my Danny for 2 years. He doesn't answer me. He also came and was making fun of me on the street. He's an Indian with a US passport. I have videos on Instagram. They send it to him. Instagram banned me. They know my Danny's in trouble. For the past 1 year, I've been contacting my Danny. And he came and met me on the street, was making fun of me. On 2 Broadway last year, there's a police camera recording in front of MTA headquarters. And I was fun, I said, sir, can I speak with you? And he was running away from me. He was trying to drive me crazy, so the police can arrest me. So why are you bothering my Danny? I begged for money in front of 2 Broadway. I've been sending video. One day he came there, so I said, sir, can I speak with you? And he looked back at me, I was running away. And I was chasing after him, and I stopped. As he was trying to drive me crazy. You know, so my dad is to be arrested under Section 1986 of US law. If you fail to help somebody based on their nationality, and you're a politician, you can be arrested and put in prison. So they drive my mother's daughters also. My mother said they joined the killer gang. And me and my mother was suing the police. So my mother said daughters would try to drive her crazy. I guess the killer gang worked for the NYPD also. So they told my mother's daughters to drive her crazy. Because me and my mother was suing the police for taking her home. They went and arrested every corner. So they're hiring, the police department is hiring civilians to kill people. My mother said daughters would just try to drive her crazy. And my daddy came to do the same. He was born in Africa, but he has a US passport now. So I used to send him videos. He was the assemblyman of New York State legislature last year. I told him to help me investigate. And one day he came last year, before the election, he came in front of 2 Broadway, MTA headquarters, where I normally beg for money, and I recognized him. So I said, sir, can I talk with you? And he was walking away from me, like running, and I was chasing after him. So I was like, let me just stop. This guy's going to get me arrested. because they have police that was watching and everything. You know, I've been sending emails, doesn't respond. So their police said people should be driving Africans crazy and get us robbed. So this man Dan needs to be arrested. They're all forming a rebellion. They said his wife was calling blacks niggers. Mandani's wife. And you know, they said she was posting online, say blacks are niggers. And Mandani almost got me killed last year. Because he always pretend he likes human rights. I was sending him and one day came where I normally pay for money. I said, sir, can I speak with you? And he was running away from me. Wouldn't even, you know, and I was chasing after him until I realized this guy is playing me. The police would knock me down, you know, because, you know, and I stopped. So my mother's been killed, a black American has been killed, and they make fun of me in America. Eric Garner was helping me, the police killed him. And the police hiring people to be making fun of me in the battle. They'll say, nigga, you're going to be killed. Get out of this battle. When I call the police will arrest and steal my green card. So FIFA canceled this World Cup. They said that police used to do that to black Americans in Harlem. They call them the dirty cops of Harlem. They will arrest black Americans, lie on them, steal their money and any immigrant. And then the feds put those police in prison. But now they have a new killer police that's doing the same thing again. And they don't want to arrest them. So please, I solemnly swear under United States federal laws and other relevant laws and U.S. Constitution that what I'm saying is true to the best of my belief and to what I remember. And also, I'm not, in case I die, I'm killed, no, only civil activists should administer my state. Civil activists like me, providers activists have not denied me over the past. No family member or friend should administer my state or get any inheritance of my state. And those that administer my state, those activists that administer my state should get justice for me and my late mother and donate the rest of my estate assets out in charitable financial donation to people suffering xenophobia like me and my late mother. And people being deported by Trump should be prioritized for assistance. Nobody should make a movie about me unless I'm alive and well to participate in the movie. People used to tell me I look like Michael Jackson when I was younger. I no longer look like him. I don't want to be associated with Michael Jackson. Also, I'm introverted. I don't really talk to people about my life. Unless I'm under duress, and I don't reveal everything about my life either. When I'm under duress like this, I only talk about certain things. So I don't reveal everything. So my family and friends won't know everything about my life, so they won't be able to depict me in the movie accurately, and I don't trust them either. So nobody should make a movie about me unless I'm alive and well. To participate in the movie and market it, I'm very guarded about my image. You know, and also I told U.S. immigration days that I don't really talk about my life to people. When I had my immigration case, they asked me if I have witnesses, because my father used to abuse me in Nigeria. They said that to tell other people. I said no. They asked me why I said because I'm introverted. I don't really talk to anybody about this happening to me. My father was abusing me in Nigeria. I never told anybody. It was just me, you know. So it's my immigration file. My immigration file number is 7795462. You know, so that's very true. I don't really talk about my life unless I'm under duress. I only talk about certain things. I don't talk about everything. So nobody will be able to know how to do people in the movie. And I don't want to be associated with Michael Jackson or, you know, in any movie or anyone else. So I don't make it. Unless I'm alive and well to participate in any movie and direct any movie about me. So nobody should make a movie about me. Unless I'm alive and well to market the movie and direct the movie. You know, participate in the movie. It's my life and I have the right to determine how people depict me. You know, and also people, I also want to say, I'm not into any surrogacy arrangement with anyone. I don't want to be adopted. I heard they just changed the law here in New York that you can adopt someone of any age. You know, so and they've been trying to declare me crazy to make it easier for people to adopt me and kill me and hurt my money. Because I'm trying to sue U.S. immigration for arresting me wrongfully. I'm trying to sue the police for taking my home and killing my friend in the garden. Then I'm trying to sue the hospital when they lock up my mother and killed her daughter's friend that's crazy. Bellevue Hospital, she wasn't crazy. She was just having a heart attack and she went to the hospital to treat her heart disease. And the daughters went there against my mother's will and told the doctor to lock her up in the mental ward. I said, you know, my mother got so scared. I said, when they lock you up in the mental ward in this country, my mother used to work in the hospitals, so she knew about that law, that they can lock you up for the rest of your life. And my mother was already in her 60s, so that scared her to death. And you see her face when she died. I was like, ah. They said they always stab you with an injection called ketamine in the psych hospital to make you to be quiet if you're resistant. That drug always causes a heart attack. There's a white American actor, Matthew Perry, that was abusing that drug, ketamine, in his Los Angeles mansion. They said some people abuse that drug because it calms you down, but it causes a heart attack. You know, makes you relax. So your body will just be like in coma. You'll just be tired. You can't get up. And some people like that feeling like I don't know what that drug does to people, really, why they abuse it like that. You know. So they said, but it causes people to have a heart attack. So the kind of psychiatric medication, they said killed a white American actor that was abusing that drug, ketamine, That's the one I believe they used on my mother. When they framed that's crazy, she was just an immigrant like me in a hospital. She had a US passport also. And they killed her. And I saw her face, like somebody just like checked her or something. I felt like, ah! When they took her picture when she died, they wouldn't let me see her corpse. And then when I buried her behind my back, I was telling them I need an autopsy. She was telling me her daughter was feeding her poison. And some of that poison, like counterfeit poison, it doesn't show in the blood. You have to die first for them to take your brain sample because the liver metamorphoses that counterfeit poison and stores it in your brain. And your brain will send a signal to your heart to just shock. Now, anytime that daughter give out food, Bolale, she's affiliated with like a narcotic gang. So anytime that daughter give out food, my mother's heart will be shocked. She'll be feeling, you know. And she had to run away. She went from Pennsylvania to come to hospital in New York. And on the way, she was on the Greyhound bus. I told the bus driver to pull over and call the ambulance because her heart was shocking so bad. But she was afraid of being driven back to Pennsylvania. So she took some aspirin. She said, my mother's a nursing assistant. So she knew about what medicine will help her. So she said, my mother said when she ate a lot of aspirin, it helps slow down the heart, heart shock. And she told the bus driver to keep driving. But so the bus driver 2015, around May 13th, and people on the bus were able to remember there was a woman. And my mother, I think she used a credit card to buy a Graham yesterday. They were able to remember there's a woman on the bus that was having symptoms of heart attack. My mother's address had just giving her food. And that food was causing her to have a heart attack at the bus. So how was the or something like that. So please donate to my Cash App and NYC Homeless. Non-conditional charitable donation. So I can at least rent a hotel room. They're hunting immigrants to kill. There's a black American gang. They say they're going to be killing Africans here because of slavery, and this Trump presidency emboldened them. So FIFA, they don't want to lock up these black Americans. They've got me arrested. They say they're going to get the police to chase them. They work with their police, and they don't want to arrest them. So FIFA postponed this World Cup till they arrest these black Americans. They are threatening. I recorded some of them, and the FBI has all my videos and recordings because I've been under FBI surveillance. When my mother brought me in 2000, they arrested me. So the FBI doesn't want to arrest these black Americans, they have to arrest them. Even Eric Adams, the black American police officer that became mayor, has linked to these black Americans. I used to go back for money in front of his office. He was the borough president in 2019, and they used to drive me out of his office and send people to tell me, you Africans, we're going to kill you. So the FBI doesn't want to arrest Eric Adams. He has linked. He used to be part of a gang that used to prostitute women when he was 12 years old and beat them and steal their money. He went to prison. He's part of a black American gang. And some of those gangs told me they're going to be killing Africans. They've got me arrested, run. So FIFA canceled this World Cup until they arrest Eric Adams and his black American gang. He also is connected with the black American police. He used to be a police officer, captain of black American police officer after he came out of prison. And he's using his black American police and their sympathizers of other colors to be harassing me everywhere. So my mother's been killed here in America, a black American has been killed. FIFA postponed this World Cup for security reasons. In England, used to ban the British from hosting anything because there was a racist gang that used to attack foreigners during matches. And I guess the British police wasn't arrested. So you banned the Britain from hosting World Cup matches for a long time. America shouldn't be an exception. You banned Nigeria from hosting the World Cup in 1997. You said there was a disease in Nigeria, meningitis, and you were scared. So if you always and you took the World Cup back to Nigeria after they fixed the problem. 2 years later, in 1999, I believe it was 1995, the Nigeria wanted to host the World Cup, and in 4 years they gave them the World Cup again. So if you always don't be too biased for America, you're going to get sued, FIFA. You took the World Cup away from Nigeria in 1995. You said Nigeria wasn't safe. There were people complaining, of all kinds of disease. And when the government fixed the problem, you brought it back 4 years again. So the Iranians are complaining, a lot of people are complaining, and you, FIFA president, you're friends with Trump, you say you don't care. So please, there's a black American gang, this is new information. I'm going to contact your legal department. There's a black American gang working with the NYPD, and they're killing even black Americans that say they want to help me. A lot of black Americans know. They tell me we can't talk to you anymore. This police have a gang that's assigned to kill people like you. And we talking to you, we're not killed. Okay? The FBI required all my messages. So this is serious. My daddy knows about it. As soon as the killer guy said, this is my daddy called him a terrorist. Even though he's not apologized, that he's sorry for saying that. So they're all covering up because they don't want to help me as an African guy. This my daddy came to make fun of me, and he said his wife is calling blacks niggers. So FIFA, there's too much racial hate in America. They don't let me use the bathroom. Look how I look. I used to look so beautiful. If I get a chance, I'll go on my Google Drive. People used to call me pretty every country I go to. This is what they turn me into. They don't let me take a shower for like 16 years. Don't let me brush my teeth. You see my teeth? My teeth is rotten, falling off. And they tell me to do my teeth to me. So you Africans stink, yo. These Africans stink, yo. Everywhere I go, when I apply for any services, welfare, food stamp office, the security guards, say these Africans stink, yo. Oh my goodness, they all been laughing right on the floor. They said they're going to kill me like that. So their police is hiring the black Americans to be attacking Africans, and this trumps any immigrant that talk, they're going to put them in military prison. And Mark Kelly, a U.S. senator, said he heard Trump told some of the law enforcement in America to start assassinating people that talk bad about Trump. I used to go to Trump's hotel in 2011, and he duped me. He had a casino, Trump casino. I won a lot of money, and they didn't pay me the money. And they told the police to chase me. He wasn't president, it was Obama that was president. But I said this Trump has been running this country. He knows a lot of the corrupt police, so he's been running this country even before he became president. Even Obama had the FBI watching. Said this Trump is messing with Putin. And there was a time I used to accuse this Trump of colluding with Putin and stuff. And they used to poison my food. All my hair started falling out. I started feeling tired. I started becoming thinner and thinner. I used to weigh so much. I started becoming tired. Yeah, I used to go buy ice cream somewhere, and they'll be laughing. The black Americans send me the ice cream, they'll be laughing. And the ice cream would taste funny. And I started having diarrhea, my hair started falling out. And they said Trump invited Putin to, what's this place called? Alaska last year. And the lip readers said Trump didn't allow the cameraman to come close, but they were videoing Putin and Trump from afar. And he said Putin, the lip readers don't know me. They said that Putin was telling Trump something. He was telling Trump, anytime you need me to get rid of it, just let me know, I'll get rid of it. And he said Trump responded, thank you very much, I appreciate that, I'll let you know. So I was born a boy. I'm now regret wearing a mask to cover up my facial hair because they don't let me shave no more. But there's a time, at that time I called myself gender non-binary. I refer to myself as it. I don't want any gender affiliation. So I believe this Putin must have been talking about me. And they said somebody went and injected my father with an injection in Nigeria around that time, 2019, and he died. He overdosed him. So at that Putin, they said he came to Alaska and was telling Trump, the lip readers, they said they didn't get close, but professional lip readers, they said they were watching Trump, they were recording it from afar. They said there's a mountain in Alaska, all the cameramen hid, and they were recording Trump from afar and Putin, and said they could, what Putin was telling Trump last year, I believe it was last year, what Putin was telling Trump was, anytime you need me to get rid of it, I'll get rid of it. Just let me know. I said Trump told Putin, thank you, I appreciate that, I'll let you know. And my father got killed also in 2019. I used to beg for money in Brooklyn, on Beirut, on 53rd Street and 4th Avenue. And an Eastern European sounding woman, she may be Polish, she may be Russian. He said, go back to where you came from, stop being a bum in America, you have a house somewhere. And I told my friend to record and she quickly ran away. And I was like, that woman just told me, go back to where you came from. All of a sudden, I was told weeks later, or days later, when my father was dead, somebody injected him with an overdose of injection. And he had put in a will before he died that should inherit the house. And they were sending people to tell me to go back to Africa. I've been calling the police on those people. They killed my father so that to force me to go and take the house in Africa and not come back here. They were trying to deport me because they didn't want to go through the immigration court. Because as soon as Trump became president in 2017, the U.S. senators like Schumer said Trump called them to a secret meeting. And he said he wants to get rid of those Africans. He says, I'm afraid of those Africans. They are from Shido country. I need to get rid of them. I need you to pass a secret law that will let me deport Africans fast. And Schumer said, they told him, no, we can't pass the secret law. 2 years later, my father was killed in 2019. And a woman came to tell me, you have a house somewhere. Go back to your house. Stop being in America. And I didn't know my father. I didn't just talk to my father because he was He used to abuse me in Nigeria, 2 years immigration. In 2000, I don't want to go back to him. And I've been here for 25 years. I never talked to him. And when he died, one of my family, Flora, she went for the funeral. And she told me, my father left me a house. So it's just you, he left the house for us. I was like, wow. So I guess, my father knew my his other daughters, Bolani and Flora, they own houses here in America. They have US passport. So I guess he did that, so that I could have a house to return to, in case I ever get deported. And I guess this Trump, they say, this Trump has been close to the CIA and FBI. So they always surround me with their paramedics anywhere I go, scare me, so they're going to lock me up in a mental ward and declare me crazy. Anywhere I go, they're bringing paramedics near me. So they say this Trump, and this Trump is attacking Iran, say Operation Epic Fury. And it's like he's using the Iran war also to target me. They say he uses Innuendo, where he likes to give people nickname. So I'm a Nigerian, I have evidence against this Trump, and my father's gotten killed. They surround me with the paramedics. My mother was put in a mental ward by her daughters, and they lock her up. And these are the paramedics. They said they killed a guy called Elijah McClain. He was wearing a mask in August 2019, and somebody called the police that he's wearing a mask. And he didn't know why he's wearing a mask. It's dangerous. And the police said they wanted to take him to mental ward. And I told the police he's wearing a mask because there was no COVID in 2019. So we told the police August 2019, Denver, Colorado. We told the police he's wearing a mask because he has asthma, and the doctor told him to wear a mask because dust causes asthma. And the police beat him up and injected him with a drug, with the paramedics, so they want to put him in psych ward. And killed him. And the mayor of Colorado, Michael Johnston, the mayor said they're not going to charge the case, that's an accidental. And I was telling people in New York to call that mayor, email him, so they have to charge the police. And like 2 years ago, they finally charged the case. They waited since 2019 until I raised the awareness, and they finally charged they finally I'm looking for those paramedics that came by me. They finally charged those police officers that convicted them. Because locking somebody up in a mental ward or calling somebody crazy when the person is alive and telling you they're not crazy, is a crime. So those paramedics walked towards here, and I noticed they disappeared. They weren't helping anybody. Oh, they're over there now. Because it's against the law to be threatening to lock somebody up. I don't know who they're looking for, but anywhere I go, maybe there's a guy they're looking for. Yeah. But they always surround me with a paramedic. My mother died like this, by being locked up in the hospital, and they locked me up soon after that. I was suing, and the police came and picked me up, locked me up in the mental wards. And they've been trying to scare me to shut up, not talk about Trump. So I'm going to be framed up as crazy and killed. It's so easy to kill a crazy person. So I don't know if somebody really fell on the floor. And I always hire people to act crazy around me. Anywhere I go, always trouble. Even when I'm in the battle, they'll be pressing the fire alarm, and they'll bring the fire paramedic. So I'm from Nigeria, anywhere I go, trouble. I criticize this Trump, and since then my father got killed, my mother got killed, and And also Putin, I used to say that Putin assisted Trump. And all of a sudden, somebody injected my father in Nigeria with an injection, he died. And they said Putin came to Alaska last year and was telling Trump, lip readers was reading what he was saying. He was saying, anytime you want that thing killed, I'm going to kill it for you. And Trump was telling Putin, thank you very much, I appreciate it. And they've been poisoning my food here in America, all my hair is falling out. I used to go to an American shop to buy ice cream. Anytime I buy the ice cream, I'll be feeling tired, all my hair is falling out. And also, I'll be losing weight. They say Putin always poisons people with a special poison that causes people to lose weight and just become tired and die. So all my hair has been falling out and they will lose their hair. They said there was some Russian in England, they were on asylum, they were criticizing Putin, and they said Putin poisoned them, and this Russian, they lost their hair and became so thin and died. So Putin came to Alaska last year, and lip readers were reading what he was telling Trump. They didn't allow press people to come close. But people were hiding in the mountain, and he said Putin was telling Trump, anytime you need that thing killed, I'm going to kill it for you. And Trump said, thank you very much, I appreciate it. I was criticizing Russia and Trump then. But based on what I was reading in the newspaper that Trump, Russia helped Putin helped Trump. Since then, my father's gotten killed, and I'm losing so much weight, and my hair's falling off, and the person's trying to arrest me. So please, FIFA, America is not safe for the World Cup, and it's a black American gang that told me they're going to be killing Africans, that we Africans sold them to slaves. And they will just attack you as an African, say you did something wrong to them, and the person come and arrest you. There's a black American also making fun of Africans online. He calls himself Life with Diaper. He went into a train station and accused an African of doing something wrong. And the African got so scared, and the African was running down the staircase to run away from him. And the African fell. And he's been laughing, and the police refused to arrest this black American. Under the law, inciting panic, creating false alarm is a crime. And this black American is attacking people, Africans in the subway. They don't let me use the bathroom, I wear a diaper. During the COVID, they used to tell the police, they said they believe all black people have COVID. So any bathroom I use, they tell the police, get out. So I was wearing diaper during the 2020, 2024. So this black American has been making fun of me. He now created a screening, Life of a Diaper. They call Muslim diaper heads here in America after 9/11, so they call me diaper, I'm a Nigerian Christian. So if it's not safe, they're making fun of South African, please donate to my cash app, worldwide NYC homeless. I may be dead soon. They say any immigrant that criticizes America, they're going to put them in a military prison and torture them. The same people are coming in Arizona. My father is dead. My mother is dead. My mother had a U.S. passport, so anything can happen to me any moment. So please donate to my cash app. I want to take this case to court. So, absolute power corrupts. And for further evidence to show this Trump is afraid of me, I used to go to his hotel before I became president. Trump Casino in Atlantic City. I won a lot of money, and they duped me. They didn't pay me the money and chased me away. I recorded everything. I was under IPS surveillance because at that time I had an immigration case. My mother just brought me from Nigeria with a green card. They arrested me. I'm a boy. I've not become a girl, but I can't take care of myself, do homeless. That's why I have facial hair. But usually I shave my hair good. I look so pretty. All over the world, when I do take care of myself, people always call me pretty. But here in America, look at what I look like. My mother was crying when she saw me. She said, look at what America turned you into. They finally killed her. So this is why I look this way. But I want the whole world to see me as I am. We Africans were not ugly. I used to go to every country in the world which called me pretty. If you see my old pictures when I was a child, you won't believe this is me. So the racism in America is killing people. FIFA postponed this World Cup. There's a black American gang that told me they're going to be killing Africans. The FBI has the recording. It says I had my immigration case. I finally got my green card in 2008. But the FBI is still surveilling me. They have the recording. This Eric Adam is associated with that black American gang. I used to go back for money in front of his office. His office, he was the borough president in 2019. Brooklyn borough president. So when I'm begging for money in front of his office, he would send some black Americans to get out of here. Get out. We don't want you here. Get out of here. And I used to tell them, so please stop discriminating against us Africans in America. I said in Ohio, in Nigeria just became mayor. I used to say in Iowa, they're letting undocumented immigrants get driver's licenses. I say America has to accept us, we immigrants in New York. And so they called the police on me to arrest me. They went and locked me up in mental ward, said I was cuckoo. And Eric Adams weeks later, went and made fun of me and made a press statement. Say you outsiders, you're not going to be welcome in New York. He was like, he said, Eric Adams, said New York is for black Americans like him. They have been here for generations. Say go back to Ohio and go back to Iowa. So you're not going to be welcome here. This Eric Adams is a former police officer. Got the police arrest me. They stole my green card, stole all the money I've been saving to buy a house. I used to beg for money on the street. People would give me $100. At that time, Obama was still president. I've been saving money from when Obama was president. People used to give me a lot of money. People were so happy. Sometimes when I'm begging for money like this, I'm talking, people give me $100 bill. So I had thousands of dollars saved. And then Ricardo became borough president and got me arrested and was boasting about it. And he has a black American gang. They came and told me, said, all of you Africans are going to be killed. So we don't want you here. So please, the FBI has all this recording. It's not safe for Africans here. FIFA, the Nigerian embassy doesn't want to help me. And it says Trump became president in 2017. And I used to talk about him duping me. And I used to go to his hotel in 2011. And I used to go to his hotel in 2011, and I used to win money in Trump Casino. And then They called the police on me to chase me out of the hotel while I was just in the bathroom. They pulled me out of the bathroom and won't pay me the money I won. And I was trying to sue him. A black American was going to help me in Ghana. The policeman choked him dead. And Trump dropped the case. That was a federal case. When Trump became president in 2019, they dropped the case. They were supposed to file it. Trump, his lawyers decided not to file it. They didn't explain what they forgot. You know, I don't know if Trump is involved in the killing of Eric Garner, but his lawyer, Cohen, was saying people need to be afraid of Trump. He has killers. As soon as this Eric Garner said he's going to help me against Trump and against the police in court, he was choked dead by the police. And Trump dropped the case. You know, when Trump became president, they didn't file the case in 2019. You know, so I'm a whistleblower, and a U.S. senator said, Mike Kelly said he has information Trump has told certain people to assassinate people criticizing him. And that Mike Kelly told people, the law enforcement in America, said don't obey illegal orders from Trump. And he said Trump told Mike Kelly that's going to arrest Mike Kelly, nobody should tell anybody to disobey his order. And since the police have been arresting me in the bathroom, following me everywhere, and it's a black American guy said they're going to be helping to kill Africans also. You know, and they said Trump bribed Eric Adams. Biden brought criminal case against Eric Adams because the day the police arrested him, a Turkish guy came and slapped me. And he said the Turkish government was bribing Eric Adams. That's when the police came and arrested him. So I was fighting. I wasn't fighting. The Turkish guy came and slapped me. So, you know, then Biden brought a case that there's evidence the Turkish government is bribing Eric Adams because they want Eric Adams to help them get more benefits from the American government. And Trump became president and told them to drop the case against Eric Adams, said he needs Eric Adams for special immigration assignment. And all the federal lawyers resigned. They said this looks like an illegal deal. Trump can always find anybody else for immigration assignment. He doesn't need to hire a criminal that is in court. And Trump hired a new set of lawyers and they dropped the case. About the judge, I think it's Mr. Dale O or whatever his name is. I don't mean to insult you. You know, I wrote a letter to the judge, email. I said, you know, I'm a witness. There's an illegal deal between Trump and Eric Adams. I said both people may want me dead. And I said, and this Trump said he needs Eric Adams to stay as mayor. He needs him for immigration enforcement. And even the federal lawyers that was assigned to the case earlier resigned, saying there's an illegal deal, Trump and Eric Adams, to free him from prison, to free Eric Adams from prison. And they said they believe Eric Adams is going to do some dirty work for Trump. And since then, the police and black American gangs have been trying to kill me anywhere I go. So this is the legal deal. But the judge didn't respond back to me. I sent the email to the judge, Dale Ho, 2024, and he invited Eric Adams to come and testify under oath, to swear, to make sure, you know, there's not an illegal deal. And Eric Adams testified under oath there's no illegal deal. Then Eric Adams came out of the court and started making statements. Say some of you niggas want him gone, some of you niggas want him gone. You will see. Are you crazy? And he signed an order that the police should be arresting homeless and declare us crazy. I used to go use the bathroom at Staten Island Ferry, Manhattan Terminal. They have a 24-hour bathroom there. They say he started giving the workers there, some of the senior staff, $1 million each as special compensation. And since that time I go to use the bathroom, they will call the police on me in the bathroom. They will block my way. So they're trying to make me to crap my pants so they can use that as an excuse for the police to beat me dead and declare me crazy. So FIFA, this is too much evidence of abuse of Africans, and even the Iranians say they don't feel safe here. So postpone this World Cup. Human life is more worth, you know, sports. Nigeria went to host the World Cup in 1995 on the 17th. You FIFA, you postponed it for 4 years because there was safety concerns in Nigeria. So you can postpone it and let America host it some other time. But they need to deal with this crazy challenge, and they have a lot of money. I'm sure they can address this issue, arrest a lot of these people if they want to. But there's evidence, and FIFA don't risk life. There's a black American gang robbing Africans. They always steal my phones, steal my green card with their help of the police. You know, my brother also was saying they were robbing her. You know, send people to feed her up. But their own daughters got her killed. I just have moved with such gang also, Polani and Flora. So please turn to my Cash App and What's Homeless. And I want to issue a stop and desist to any of you engaging in any of these practices. including those trying to get me to marry you so he can kill me and take my money through the marriage. I'm not looking for marriage. I'm not looking for surrogacy. I'm not looking for to be adopted. I'm not looking to adopt a child. And they had a guy take me home in 2020, lock up for the battle, and the guy was raping me. And he told me if I ever escape from his house, the police would kill me on the street. And I called the police to arrest him. They didn't arrest him. And they threw me out on the street. And they've been trying to kill me. So I believe once they kill me, they're going to lie. They said there's a law here in America called parentage by estoppel, that anybody can go lie in court, especially if you die, and say you told them to adopt children for you. And now that you're dead, they want to take over your property through those children. So I'm single, I'm married, I don't have a child. I didn't adopt anybody's child. I didn't tell nobody to adopt children for me. Why would I do that? That's very stupid. I know I have a green card which has been stolen, but in America, if you don't pay child support, they will take your green card away. So why would I be gay, be telling people to adopt children for me? So they said people can lie against you like that. There was a black American actress also. She alleged she was married to a guy, and the guy was poorer than her. And when they divorced, the guy went and lied to the court, allegedly saying she told him to go and adopt children from China. The guy was also black, she's black. And the court awarded him money. So they believed him. So anybody can go lie against you. So, they have laws like this in America. So it's not safe for foreigners, and it's a black American gang. So they're going to be robbing Africans and killing Africans. So I'm very afraid a lot of these Africans will come here, and they may have money, and this black American gang will trick them and get them killed and steal their money by creating a fake adoption for them. They say they know. So please, it's not safe. They say it's so easy to create a fake adoption and kill somebody and take their money. They say in America there's a law called parentage by estoppel, that if you can go to court and say somebody told you to go and adopt children for the person, and if the person is dead, the court will believe you and let you inherit the person and stay through your child. They said the court, have to bend over backward for little children, because little children they can't hire their own lawyer, so the courts always have to believe everything in the interest of the child. So there's some black Americans that are going to be killing Africans and going to be filing fake adoption if the African is worth money, and go and adopt children and claim the African told them to do that and inherit the person's estate. They say there's a lot of inheritance scam here in New York City. Even the black Americans are doing it to each other. They say if a black American dies in Brooklyn, some black American criminals will go and lie that person, when they were alive, they gave them property and they now want to collect the property. So they said, and it's very hard to prove anything. So that's all, and they've been robbing me, stealing my stuff. And the police don't help Africans. My father also, he used to live here in the 1970s, and he had a friend who was Puerto Rican. So my father was living in the Bronx, and he used to go to school in Brooklyn. So this Puerto Rican guy would tell my father, please tell me your schedule, when are you going to school? They were living in the same building complex. So my father would tell him his schedule. So one day my father went to school, and this Puerto Rican broke into my father's apartment, stole my father's Sony cassette radio. My mother had a boombox, a big radio, double cassette player, recorder, AM, FM, SW. The radio was as big as my bag. And the Puerto Rican stole everything my father had. And my father came back from school, he had nothing left. Then my father started seeing the Puerto Rican with my father's stuff. So my father accused him, he brought a knife. And my father called the police didn't arrest the Puerto Rican. My father fled America, never came back. He's now killed also. When I was criticizing Trump, somebody went and injected him in Nigeria with a drug, and he's down there. Okay, so I've suffered so much abuse with my family. FIFA, please believe me. America is not safe. My father has been assassinated. My mother assassinated. A black American assassinated. And people said, you ain't seen nothing yet. We're going to kill you next. So please, in case I die, I didn't adopt anybody's child or children. They said inside they're going to kill me and take the money. So please, America is not safe. But they can fix this. They have a lot of money. They just don't want to. So FIFA postponed the World Cup till they fix this. Arrest these black American gangs that threatened me, and the FBI was recording everything going around me for the past 25 years because they put me in immigration prison. So that's a good part. They put me in immigration prison and put the FBI to record everything, and things being done against me is also being recorded. So that's the good news. So please, FIFA, tell them to address this and postpone this World Cup due to security threat to foreigners. And this Trump is planning to be locking people up in prison. The immigration is killing people. They say they have a military prison. So postpone this World Cup due to the politicians here in New York. My mother used to visit all of them when she was alive, and they wouldn't help her. They wouldn't help me. There's one called Jumaane Williams. He's a Caribbean American. And he was elected as public advocate. And I've been contacting him, it wouldn't help me. Email him, Instagram him. There's this black American woman, she's the Attorney General of New York. When my mother was alive, I called her, this black American, she was a public advocate, later changed. I said my mother was alive then, 2013, 14. I said the police took her home and your office is supposed to help us investigate police corruption. She told me fine, come to her office right now. She asked my name, I told her my name, Babatunde Olaboko. When I got to her office, I told her I'm on my way there. Within 10 minutes, I was walking, talking on the phone with her. When I was near her office, when I got there, they told me she doesn't want to see me anymore. Because of my name, I guess she thought I was a black American like her. I guess my accent fooled her or whatever. She thought I was a black American like her, and when she realized with my name, I'm not a black American like her, she told me she doesn't want to see me anymore. And after that, my mother was killed. We couldn't get no legal assistance. I met a black American after that, Eric Garner. He told me he's going to help me the person when I killed him. So a lot of time I corrupt. And this Trump said this Lolita James also, she married her father to buy a cheaper house. See, I just stepped on someone's spit. My hair, phone, everything. See, they spit all over everywhere. Especially when they see me anywhere, they start spitting to disgust me. Say they're going to drive me mad. They say this is how they can kill America to keep you angry, and the police can lock you up in a mental ward forever. So this is human spit. You know. And the bathrooms, they leave it dirty a lot of times. I used to have to, the police told them to be torturing me. Even Michael Jackson said when they arrested him in Los Angeles, they made him use a dirty bathroom. These are some of the ways they torture people in America, make you use a dirty bathroom. So before I got on the elevator, the police have a gang. They said they used it to torture people dead. So there was a black American arrested. I forgot his name. He was like 16 years old when they arrested him for stealing $40. And they said they put him in prison, and the police hired some black Americans in prison to torture him. When he came out of prison 4 years later, he killed himself. So this is what is going on. They're making me lose all my hair. So this is what I'm sure if you see my picture before I came into America, I'm crying. My mother, when she saw me, when I became homeless with her, she was crying. Yeah, this country is wicked. She was crying. I tried not to cry, she was just a problem. So they're just making us cry. So we're going to make you Africans cry. So you're going to cry for enslaving us. So you're all going to be crying. So as the black American guys, they're going to make Africans cry. So please, FIFA, don't honor this. Don't bring the Africans here. There's some black American gangs that are going to kill Africans on the World Cup. And please, the police department is also helping them. FIFA cancel this World Cup immediately. To further notice, tell the world you're sorry. Let Canada and Mexico go ahead and host it. It's a good thing you FIFA are smart. You are allowed, let Canada and let America co-host the next one with another country. They're sophisticated. They can co-host the next one. But fix this black American gang. I don't mean kill them. I don't mean to be sound racist. Address them in courts. So this may be the good thing you FIFA can do. So you FIFA say you don't want to get policies. This is human life. You block the World Cup. So it's a good thing you FIFA are smart. And from now on, always have two countries co-host the World Cup. We're all learning. Like Obama says, everything life is a teaching experience. He's a smart guy. He's an American. Quote the words of Obama. And ban America from this World Cup. I don't mean ban them. Let Canada and Mexico host it. If they can't fix it, I believe they can fix it. They have all the evidence. But if they arrest these criminals, I think America will be safe. The World Cup will be safe. Otherwise, they have the infrastructure, they have the stadium. I love soccer. I want them to host it. I love soccer. I don't want it to be delayed. I don't really hate them. I don't hate anybody. I don't really hate. My mother's killed, my father's killed. I just want answers. I want answers. And there's a special visa they can give immigrants, especially Africans. Clinton signed that law that if there's any criminal scheme targeting an immigrant, that immigrant can go get a T visa. So FIFA, a lot of Nigerians could qualify for a T visa because under this Trump, he bombed Nigeria on Christmas Day. Said he was doing it for the Nigerian Christian. And they hired a Jamaican. When my mother was in the hospital, our daughters was telling the hospital to lock her up. The hospital assigned a Jamaican nurse to be torturing my mother. And my mother told that nurse that she needs her position change because my mother had all kind of machine strapped on her to help her breathe. And the Jamaican, I was listening on the phone. And the Jamaican nurse was telling my mother, you're going to be in pain and suffer. I'm not going to help you. So my mother told the Jamaican nurse she's going to get that Jamaican nurse arrested because my mother was also a nursing assistant. I said under the law you can't cause a patient to suffer. I said you know, and the Jamaican nurse 2 days later my mother was dead. They locked my mother in the mental ward. So there's some Caribbeans and some Black Americans, they don't like Africans, and they abuse us in the hospital. I was also locked up in the mental ward, and a lot of their workers, some of them are Black Americans and Caribbean, they treat me bad because I'm an African. So they do this in our hospitals also. They treat Africans bad in the hospital. So the hospitals are not safe, and they'll misdiagnose you, mistreat you, give you the wrong medication. They were giving me the wrong medicine. I wasn't crazy. They kept me in the hospital, for almost 2 weeks. Called me crazy. And they were taunting me with their Black American and some of the other people. Just because I was Nigerian, they're Puerto Rican. They said to me, one of them, as soon as I got to the hospital, I was crying that my mother was locked up and killed in the mental ward. I said, please don't lock me up. And the Puerto Rican guy was saying, Baba Tuesday. Your name is, I said, my name is not Baba Tuesday. I said, your name is not Baba Tuesday. Baba Tuesday. I didn't know what it meant. It meant I wasn't going to be released. They arrested me on Sunday. And they said every Tuesday, if you claim you are put in a mental ward wrongfully, they have a court case every Tuesday. So they only release you only on Tuesday if you claim you are locked up wrongfully. But you have to give them a 1 week advance notice that you want to take the case to court. So they arrested me on Sunday night, and the following Tuesday they told me no, you have to give a 1 week notice to go to court. So they kept me till the next Tuesday, and they released me on the next Tuesday. So they arrested me July 23rd, 2019, and when they released me, it was like 7 days later or more, 9 days later. Yeah, that would be 9 days later. So it was like August 2nd when they released me. It was a Tuesday. So they have, so that's why that Puerto Rican was calling me Baba Tuesday. And he was shouting me too. At that time also, I was trying to get the Me Too lawyer arrested because, I'd called the Me Too lawyer that the police searched me naked and took my home in 2010. And they went and killed a Black American helping me to call papers in 2014. And, and the Me Too lawyer told me she can't help me because she helped me. Her name is Gloria. I was recording a phone call. I said, she told me if she helped me, the police will drop cases she has against R. Kelly and Weinstein. And she said if they drop those cases, she's not going to be able to win a lot of money. She has to bribe the police by not helping. Because she charges the police to court. The police also drop the cases she has. And so I was telling people that she's bribing the police. So I believe it was a collusion between Adam Trump and this woman called Gloria Allred, and they all made sure I got arrested by the police on July 20th, 2019, and the police was choking me. You can watch the video online. The police was choking me, and then and went and locked me up in the mental ward. They arrested me on Sunday night, and they said, if you feel you're arrested wrongfully, if you're still alive and able to talk, and you demand court process, you have to wait 1 week for another Tuesday. You have to spend 1 week. I have to give them 7 days notice. I was just lucky I was still able to talk. If I wasn't able to talk, they would just abandon you in that hospital forever. And they were feeding me wrong medication. I wasn't crazy. And they told me, if I don't take the medication injection, they're going to choke me. And they were messing with my health. And since then, I feel tired all the time. Even though I was also poisoned by some poison that was after I was criticizing Russia and Trump, But now I still, I don't know which medication. But I started losing my hair after I criticized Russia and Trump. And I was going to buy ice cream in a certain store. I don't want to name the store in New Jersey because, this has not been verified. That's exactly where they poisoned me. They could have poisoned me somewhere else also. Because I normally buy food everywhere. But that particular store, there were some Black Americans there, and they'll be laughing. And I always buy milkshake from them. And they go and hide the milkshake in another room. The ones they'll sell me, they sell the other people, they get it from somewhere else. My own, because I always tell them I want the chocolate flavor. I say, we're out of chocolate, we'll go make you some extra chocolate. And they'll be laughing. So the milkshake flavor I like, they hide it in a secret room. The ones other people buy, they put it outside where you can see they're mixing it for you. So and they'll be laughing, and when I drink that chocolate milkshake I like, my hair will start falling out, I start feeling tired. They said that the Russians always poison people like that, and then, by giving them they love their Russian dissidents in England, they'll give them that, poison their food. Putin would do that allegedly, and those Russians will start losing their hair, will start losing weight, and will just drop dead. So they gave me a low dose of that, and I didn't really know until last year. I didn't know who poisoned me. That Putin came to Alaska meeting with Trump, and Putin, the sleep reader was saying Putin was telling Trump, but if you need me to get rid of it, just let me know, I'll get rid of it. And Trump said, thank you very much. As I was criticizing Trump and Putin in 2019, they said somebody, when I injected my father with an injection, overdosed him and killed him in Nigeria. They say my father had left me a will, money in the will at my house. So I don't know if it was Putin that did Trump that favor, the American CIA, but the present threat now is Black American gangs attacking Africans. There's one called Life of a Diaper, the police would arrest him, and he's been attacking Africa, and it's making fun of me. I used to wear a diaper between 2020 and 2024. They won't let me use any black people in America. They hire Black Americans to come and fight me in the bathroom. They'll come and fight me in the bathroom, and and call the police on me. So I started wearing diaper. So I don't know how this Black American knew about it. This Black American that calls himself Life of a Diaper, or on Instagram, they need to arrest him. He knows so much. And they need to arrest him. And it's making fun of the way, and it's inciting public riots, it's inciting panic. He knows so much, and FIFA, you have to get him to arrest him. This is not political. I know under the American law, you can't be arrested as politics. No, this has to do with safety of civilians. This has to do with terrorism. So you FIFA, you're not a political organization. I know under American law, I know it's against the law to arrest somebody based on political, due to political motive. This is not politics. You FIFA, you're just trying to keep people safe. And when there's threats to human life, you FIFA have a right to, please help me if the police don't take me as an African, but I'm sure if you FIFA launch a complaint, they will take you serious. Also, they arrested me in the bathroom on November 4, 2025. They said that Black American said I stole his phone and I'm hiding in the bathroom. And the police came and arrested me, and they didn't find no phone in the bathroom on me, and they told me they're going to lock me in the mental ward. I said, lock me in the mental ward? I said, why? They said, because you were telling us not to search your bag, and we searched it. I said, you can't lock me in the mental ward because of that. I said, they changed the laws. I said, you have to bring a psychiatrist to interview me, a nurse, a psychiatric nurse. I said, once I talk to the nurse, they will see. I'm right to get angry because you provoked me. I was using the bathroom and you kicked me out. I said, it's a form of rape also, because you have no right to be manipulating my anus. I was using the bathroom and you came there to shock me and kick me out. That's you manipulating my anus. When you scare somebody using the bathroom, like, the person can use, even a dog, the person can use the bathroom and you have not to be playing with my anus. New York law is now been updated that if you're forcefully playing with somebody's anus through any means, through any manipulation, coercion, through any trick, is rape. So I said, you're raping me by fraud and coercion. So they said, okay, we can, I'm going to tell the psychiatric nurse that when you call the nurse to diagnose me as crazy so you can lock me up in the mental ward. I said, I'm going to tell the nurse that I accuse you of rape through coercion and fraud. I said, I'm recording everything. Also said, my phone has been recording everything I'm telling you. And I said, I said, my phone is also under FBI surveillance. I said, when I tell that nurse, I was accusing you of coming to attack me in the bathroom and you didn't find any stolen phone. And I said, and since you attacked me in the bathroom, I said, I'm going to get you arrested for rape through coercion and manipulation. I said, I'm going to tell that nurse that if she joins with you or he or she joins with you to arrest me, they're going to be held as an accomplice to rape. I said, no nurse will want to go down for rape. So they're going to say, no, we're not arresting this person. So the police said, okay, we're not going to call the nurse. We're going to accuse you of beating us. So I'm beaten and they arrested me for beating up. And they took me to the prison and damaged my card. I had a card like this. So on the court, I couldn't go to court because all my cards was messed up and I had more bags than this. So I couldn't go to court. So now they have an arrest warrant. But so I'm trying to get the case moved from the criminal court, state criminal court to federal court, because there's a law sign called Fry Law. They say if you're an immigrant that's been abused and trafficked, any criminal case against you should be turned over to the federal court, and the court may decide to dismiss that case due to your history of being abused. So I was brought here as a child. Immigration arrested me wrongfully. My mother's daughter used to lock me up in the mental ward when my case was going on wrongfully and tell the hospital, Mercy Hospital in Pittsburgh, 2001. And lied, I don't have an immigration case, I'm just crazy. And I have to call my lawyer in New York to call the hospital. Then my mother tricked me and brought me to Pennsylvania, where her daughters locked me up because they're tired of paying for me to go to court. And they just want me to be, because in America you can lock somebody up permanently in the mental ward and not hear from them again. Their police have the power. So this is what they do to immigrants. They can lock you up forever. The black Americans say they did to Indian in America. So they say, they have crazy laws in America. I'm a Nigerian. They say they can lock you up in the mental ward forever. And nobody, for black Americans, they did it to him. Lock your mom in the mental hospital for 8 years. If the police say you're trouble, and they're framing up immigrants as crazy and as a trouble. So FIFA canceled this World Cup. That scared my mother when she heard they were going to lock her up also. They said once they put you in the mental ward, there's no telling when you're going to come out. I've never heard of anything like that. And the doctors will be lying against you. They locked them in the mental ward also. But I know the law, and they could have just beaten me dead into coma, and you won't be able to talk. And if you don't talk and quote the law and get a lawyer to release you, they just lock you up forever in the mental ward. And they rape people in the mental ward. They rape people in the hospital. There was a white lady in Florida during the COVID. Her mother said she's been in coma for 30 years. And one day she went and visited the daughter. They said the daughter, a baby fell out of the daughter's vagina. And she's been noticing her daughter's stomach was high and high recently in the past 1 year. Yeah, they told her the daughter sometimes, if you've been in coma for 30 years, sometimes your body will swell. So it's just swelling. And one day she went and visited the daughter and said the baby just fell out of the daughter's vagina. And the baby looked like a black biracial kid. So my mother said her daughter doesn't mess with black guys. I said the hospital was telling her, you never know with women, they have a secret lover. And she was like, well, our daughter's been in coma for 30 years. And he said sometimes somebody can have a stillbirth for 30 years, delayed pregnancy for 30 years. So the lady went and called the cops. It was the nursing home who called the cops. And they did a test of the baby. They found out there's a black nurse, male nurse, the DNA matched, and they arrested the black male nurse. Had it been, it was a foreigner, that black male nurse, black African would have raped that foreigner and got away with it. They said the hospitals and nursing homes cover up abuses. In Oklahoma, there's a law firm called, legal organization called Oklahoma Disability Law Centers. They said even the Americans that are mentally ill, in mental homes, they're beating them up, breaking their skull. And when this organization take the case to court, so they always lose the case. Because in America, they don't like crazy people. And when the health workers said the crazy person attacked them first, so the court will believe the health worker and dismiss them. So, and I've been contacting an organization to help me, and they won't help me. I don't know if better is due to racism, and no law firm will help me. So this is what is going on in America. So any of these immigrants coming from the world, they can be framed up as crazy. They are black Americans. One of them is posting it online and says doing it to people, doing it to immigrants, but they are black Americans not even posting online. They do it to me all the time. When I'm using the bathroom, they will start a fight with me, say they're going to drag me out of the bathroom, try to drag me out of the bathroom. And when I record them, send the video to it happened in Queens last year. I sent the video to the Queens DA, coming in the cat. She never contacted me back. Then in Manhattan, I stopped going to Queens to use the bathroom at the train station there, 71st Avenue. So I thought if I would be safer in Manhattan, but there are police, they're all over the place. And the police came into the bathroom in Manhattan and told me, a black, and they didn't tell me why they were arresting me. They were just putting me in handcuffs in the bathroom for no reason. And they had this Indian woman that used to come into the bathroom. She's a worker. She always tells me she's going to call the police on me. She doesn't want me to use the bathroom. And she came to bother me also. And then the police came. And I was trying to explain to the police that woman always bothers me. I don't do nothing to her. I say I have diarrhea. And the police put me in handcuffs in the bathroom. They didn't explain nothing. And then they told me they were searching my bag and stuff. I was telling them, don't search my bag, what's going on? And it was after they searched my bag, they said, we were looking for a phone. Someone said, you stole a phone. I said, that's why you put me in handcuffs? And you were searching my bag, don't tell me what's going on. I said, I even thought it was that woman that works in this train station that always threatened me. Anytime I'm using the bathroom, she rapes me also. Like always telling me, say, get out of the bathroom, get out of the bathroom. I'm going to call the cops. You know, I don't want you to use the bathroom. You know, and I'll quickly hurry up and wipe and run away. You know, so she's playing with my anus through threats. And that's rape. And so when she denied me access to the bathroom like that, I will end up messing up my pants later outside. You know, and it's just come out of, you know. So she's playing with my anus, that's rape. If you're, playing with someone's anus, under New York law, it's rape. FIFA is not safe, they're raping immigrants. There was an immigrant also called Abdul Wima. He was from Haiti. The police arrested him and put a broomstick up his anus. You know, and he was lucky they were able to arrest those police officers. Now they said he's been having blood in his anus. So they are raping immigrants in America. FIFA, until they can get their police and every kind of them arrested, and for safety reasons and get all the evidence, please cancel this World Cup. Tell the whole world you're sorry. Let Canada and Mexico host it, and once America gets rid of this problem, or they can exclude New York. I don't know about other states. I mainly live in New York. Maybe other cities are safer. I would think. Exclude New York. I'm sure maybe I heard Puerto Rico said they have a stadium. Take the World Cup to Puerto Rico. Why they investigate? So and you can tell the world, due to safety concerns about immigrants being attacked in New York, the World Cup has moved away from New York to Puerto Rico. I don't know if this killer police in New York will tell the other police in other states. I don't know. But you may want to take that risk on African life. So take the World Cup from New York. Due to safety of immigrants getting killed in New York, my mother's been killed here. A black American helping me, and threats from black American terrorist gangs say they're going to kill Africans. The World Cup should be taken to Puerto Rico. And maybe these gangs wouldn't bother go to Puerto Rico or some other city. I'm not a hater. We can, I've lost loved ones and family in New York due to terrorism from the police and due to black American gangs. Let's work together, to make sure the work. I love soccer, to make sure this World Cup takes place. So if I'm going to send you this, but New York cannot host the World Cup. It's not safe. Their police and their black American gang, they're spitting on people. They spit on me, do all kinds of stuff. See the spit? Call the people to be chasing me, my ambulances to be chasing me. So I'm going to die soon. To try to hit me with cars. In the Port Authority, they hit me with a bus. They set my house on fire in 2014. I was trying to sue the immigration. I was trying to sue the police. So I used to go to the library, type the court papers, and the police chased me at the library because they were able to read the things I was typing on the library computer. So I reported to the library. The library told me to keep coming. So they're sorry for the police to me. And I gave the court papers to the Arizona. They went and killed Arizona. Before they killed him, down the street, I rented a place. They set my house on fire. 219 Canal Street, Staten Island, New York 10204. There were some black American kids in a daycare center downstairs. They had to move them by ambulance because the fire from my house, and I was recording everything. The fire department didn't want to stop the fire. People were screaming, "Fire department, start the fire off!" The police told my landlord to set my house on fire. Even Standard Advance newspaper did a report that they got information that somebody told the landlord to set the house on fire. And I contacted Standard Advance, can you please help me further? They don't contact me back. Everybody just. So they're using our saying. They said their police always does that. They said there was a Black Wall Street in Oklahoma in the 60s. The blacks had their own bank. They were driving black Americans. I said the police started first with the black there, set everything on fire. And after they set my house on fire, March 19, 2014, then on another day similar to my birthday, July 17, I'm on July 8, they killed Arizona. I used to go to a black American church, and that pastor used to say, 8 is like the 8th of every month is an anointed day. So anybody born on that day, there's a special angel from God, and God will do great things through them. And so even on the 17th, say God will add 1 + 7 together to arrive at 8. Say the 8 is a magic number. So then when I killed this Arizona on July 17th, at the same place where I met him, and down the street, they set my house on fire on March 19. I was trying to sue immigration. I was 19 when I came to America. They set my house on fire March 19 to remind me, March. And I used to listen to an American music group called Matchbox 20 in that library. It's an American music band. They sang a song, Another Alien on Broadway, baby, 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 go back home and stuff. You know, and that guy is from an Arizona group called Matchbox 20, and he left Arizona, came to New York. I believe it's Rob. I forgot his name. His name is Robbie Williams or something. So I used to listen to that song. It's an American band called Matchbox 20, and they set my house on fire. The immigration told my landlord, "Be careful, don't bump into me. They'll be rubbing their body on you. They'll be bringing this to church to throw me. So they're going to get me killed." So anywhere I stand out, within 10 minutes, they have gangbangers. They'll be, they'll be causing commotion, and they'll be bringing their children to be rubbing their body on me. They say they're going to lie, that I'm abusing their children. See that woman? They're going to set me up and kill me, and they're just going to cover up and give us any money and give to them. So they set up immigrants. FIFA, please investigate this. I've been contacting you, and you've been quiet. And you also, the FIFA president is friends with Trump, Infantino, and you said the World Cup will end in New York on July 19. I came to America July 19 also, and I was 19 years old. I don't know if FIFA knows what's going on. You're making fun of Africans that will be killed here at the World Cup. It's not fair, FIFA. Do you want to be part of racial genocide? People have been accusing you of racism. That you always, in Europe, when they're throwing bananas at African players, you don't really have these African players. There's a lot of Nigerian players that accuse face racism in Europe. And it's like, you are making fun. They set my house on fire March 19. I was 19 when I came to America, and you FIFA, and they've been terrorizing me in New York. I was arrested at JFK Airport. You said the World Cup will end in America July 19. I was born in July. I came to America in 19. I said, you FIFA just laughed. You said, so you may be a white supremacy organization, but you're going to be sued. Because they're black Americans threatening me, so they're going to be killing all Africans. Say for the slavery that this Trump is good as president, he's going to allow them get away with it. So FIFA, take the World Cup from New York. You can take it to Puerto Rico. It's not safe. With the way the immigration are arresting immigrants here in New York. Also, they said some Africans always give me money on canals when I beg for money. I said immigration would slap them on the floor on canal. I almost fell on the train track. I haven't eaten all morning. I almost fell on the train track. They say a lady fell on the train track and she had head aneurysm and died. I almost fell on the train track. I arrested this Americana and this police that on Facebook. I was recording them bothering me. They had a woman slap my ass. Yes, this morning at 34th and 6th Avenue around 12 to 3 a.m. As I was recording her, the Facebook cut off my video. And this is what I've been posting. And I almost fell on the train track now as I'm talking. Because I'm so emotional. So please, this is very important. And I've been experiencing all kinds of sexual, people touching their penis around me. Sending people touching their penis around me and stuff. I'm trying to have people try to bump into me. So they're going to shoot me. And so I abuse their children and steal all my money. So I said the police will have them cover up. And I'm afraid I will do this to other immigrants from Africa. So please, worldwide, they ban me on Instagram and Facebook. I have a lot of videos saved there, which have been exposing this police. Even yesterday I was in the bathroom, and the black American was banging on the door on Times Square bathroom. Bam, 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 bam. He said in America you only have to use the bathroom for 15 minutes. As I've only been there for 5 minutes, he said, no, you're a liar. They told the black American to be lying against me. And there's a camera in that Times Square bathroom. 1, 2, 3, and I was in the bathroom for less than 5 minutes. But even really? He said in America there's a law you can only use the bathroom for 15 minutes. Really? What if somebody has a diarrhea and needs extra time to clean up? They said they'll call the police on you. Even one person told me, near Trump's hotel, I used to go there to use the bathroom in a store there, across the street from Trump's hotel. He said in America you only allowed to use the bathroom for 2 minutes. So they're making up lies. He said 2 minutes only. So you have to within 2 minutes and leave. Don't wipe, run. Another one told me yesterday, in America you can only allowed to use the bathroom for 15 minutes. So they just bully me. And if you fight them, the police come and arrest you. So you're crazy, lock up in the mental ward. So FIFA, this is unsanitary. And the guy took me home. I don't know if this is true. While I was homeless on the street, a guy took me home. I told him, sir, please, I'm not looking for sex. I said, he doesn't want to have sex with me. He just want to help me. said it's not even gay. He said it's into women only. And he took me home and he started to be forcing me. He said he wants to have sex. And he took me out in the snowfall because I didn't want to have sex with him. But when he took off his pants, the whole room started smelling. And his underwear, there was doo-doo stain all over his underwear. So they said, I'm not trying to make fun of Americans or whatever, but they said, especially some men here, they don't really spend a lot of time wiping. They believe it's a macho thing. So, and they always bother me, say, I'm always, I'm annoying. So I take too much time in the bathroom, I'm annoying. So I don't know if it's a cultural thing that people here don't like to spend a lot of time in the bathroom. So but in Africa, I used to live in Ghana, they could spend 2 hours in the bathroom, because depending on the food you eat, they call it the White House. So they always say me I'm annoying. So I'm afraid of culturally attacking a lot of these Africans, because in Africa, you're allowed to, nobody takes you in the bathroom. So they say it's American culture, you don't spend too much time in the bathroom. It's like, unless you're trying to be annoying. The people that do that, people are doing drugs. So they said they're going to accuse me of doing drugs. They said people don't spend enough time in the bathroom in America. So there's this cultural numbness. So when they see me in the bathroom, they think, I'm just trying to be annoying. And then because of their hatred towards African, they say, oh, okay, we'll fuck you up, nigga. You're just trying to be annoying by staying in the bathroom too long. They say it's a sign of disrespect when you're in America. If you stay in the bathroom too long, it's like you're telling them, it's like you're insulting them. I don't know. But they always accuse me of staying in the bathroom too long. I'm like, what business do you have with my own body? My own body, how my own body works. You're not my doctor. You're not my colon specialist. But I say it's annoying when somebody stays in the bathroom too long. It's just American. I've heard of people killing each other in immigration in American prisons, New York City prison, over bathroom use. They say they fight each other up, stab each other dead. They say they don't, they say bathrooms is annoying, and even like last year, they said one prisoner committed suicide in New York City prison because the other prisoners told him, no, you can't use the bathroom. They were sharing the same bathroom. They say you smell. He said your bathroom, They say a guy killed his uncle in Harlem. He said his uncle normally they were both sharing an apartment. They said when his uncle goes into the bathroom, the dude always smell. And shoot his uncle dead in Harlem, a black American. So people are, they are trying to reenact crimes against me. So the criminal gangs target me for real. They come to the bathroom with me and they've been making fun of me, calling the police on me. And I think they believe they can kill me and then claim and hope due to bias that people in America don't like bathrooms or whatever, they find bathrooms annoying, the people, they will set them free, the court will set them free due to that such discriminatory bias, cultural bias or cultural numbness. Or as for leniency, said there's something called under the law called temporary insanity. You can kill somebody and then claim temporary insanity that you were just angry. They say the culture here, they don't like bathrooms. It's like an arrogant type of thing. So I think that they're trying to kill me in the bathroom and then claim temporary insanity. Say, that I always smell and my dude always smell, and they lost their mind and shoot me dead in the bathroom. So they always send their criminal gangs to try to kill you in the bathroom. They say you can plead temporary insanity in America and kill somebody in the bathroom and go away scot-free or get, So they're hiring the assassin. When I go to the bathroom, the assassin will come to the bathroom. Both they're police, both they're undercover, and they try to fight me in the bathroom. They told me they're going to stab me dead, and they said they're going to kill Africans. So I'm thinking they're trying to claim temporary insanity. So it's a premeditated murder when you already prepare your defense and go and attack somebody. But a lot of these foreigners are going to kill in the bathroom. They won't be able to prove their case because I may not be aware, and they don't even let me go to court. Nobody, they may even have killed me also. So FIFA, New York is not safe due to threats by some black Americans. They're going to kill Africans. Take the World Cup to Puerto Rico. America's almost 100 cities. Okay, take it to Florida, take it to Washington, D.C. They will be safer there. I'm willing to work with you online. I don't really trust their police. They scare me. I'm not crazy. I'm going to work through video chat, work with the court and stuff. I'm also open to go to court, to tell the court to order you FIFA to take the World Cup away from New York due to threat to life. some black Americans are going to be killing Africans during the World Cup. You know, so and the police is to stop protecting Africans like me, and they've been making attempts to kill the battle, and they believe the battle is the best place to kill me. They can tell temporary insanity, instead of black Americans have been killing each other in the battle, and it's temporary insanity defense. They say, you know, due to cultural norms, they can claim generally in America they consider bathroom a dirty place, or you know, and people get annoyed in the bathroom easily, and they can claim temporary insanity, which they can just keep and get away with it, and open the door while I'm dead to for the same people. You know, the having people always trying to rub their finger on me like this. I'm bringing little children, and they believe when I'm dead, my mother's daughters, you know, they are also compromised. You know, so they don't go to prison, because my mother was telling my daughter about to kill her, and the FBI was recording everything. So they have leverage over my mother's daughters. So once they kill me, they believe my mother's daughters just approve money for anybody, or even inherit the money and give it to people. You know, so absolutely not. No family member or friend should inherit anything from me or administer my estate. I don't trust them. I've never had a good history with my mother's daughters. But my mother brought them to Nigeria, they used to beat me up. And my mother brought them to America, they beat up the white family they were staying with. They used to be in juvenile prison for beating up the white family they were staying with in Pennsylvania. So they have a violent history. I never got along with them. You know, and my mother said they don't like me either because they found out I'm gay, and that's why they killed my mother also. They, you know, that's why they joined in with the black American gang to kill my mother. And my mother was being tortured in the hospital by a Jamaican nurse. My mother was telling this nurse, I was listening on the phone, the FBI was recording everything. She was telling the nurse, and she needs a position change because they put a lot of machine on my mother. They over-diagnose you over, you know, they strap my mother with all this machine. The mother said she couldn't move her body because of this machine. It was just too much. They were just torturing my mother, and the Jamaican nurse said, good, you're going to suffer that pain a long time. Nobody's going to come and help you. So my mother was telling that nurse, I'm going to report you to the New York State Department of Health. Within 2 days, my mother was they locked up in the mental ward, and I saw my face. My mother was like, they stab, but as an injection, they will stab you with. Once they call you cuckoo, that's their defense to kill you. This injection called ketamine, it will put you in shock. Your heart will stop beating. So they're killing Africans. Even a Nigerian newspaper in 2000 or 2001, I think it's called African Abroad or something. They say a lot of Africans are dying in New York City hospitals. New York City government hospitals, the Africans will start getting better. All of a sudden, they overdose them some medication. They are killing Africans here. FIFA, you have to intervene. You people are also making fun. You say the World Cup will end, so you're not stopping the World Cup. It's going to end in America, New York City, July 19, I believe. Which I got to America around July 19. I was 19 years old. So you people are also making fun. And they blew up my apartment on March 19, where I saved evidence against the NYPD. 219 Canal Street, Staten Island, New York 10224. And down the street, they went and killed a corner on July 23rd. March 19, they blew up my apartment, 2015. You know, and they choose it on this day. They say criminals here in America like to use code, do things, code things to troll the victim more. They say a lot of the criminals, they're psychopath. I'm not a medical doctor, allegedly, and they want to. The reason why they commit crimes is not even just for the gain, but to make sure victims or friends of the victim will suffer pain. So they were choosing on this date, March 19, to blow my apartment because I used to go to the library and the police used to chase me out of the library, say I have too much stuff. And I reported the police to the library, and the library told me to keep coming. They're sorry. And I used to listen to this song, Matchbox 20, you know, and it was like this form of like a xenophobic song they sang. One of the lead member of the song, they said, baby, 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 come on home. If the bright lights don't receive you, I forgot the song. I'm gonna play the song. Another Alien on Broadway. You know, it's like a xenophobic song. Come on home. Yeah, I happen to listen to that song. I listen to rock music. They used to play it on the radio all the time. Even though the song was xenophobic, they love it in America. It's another alien. They call it We Immigrants on Broadway. So it was a song about his girlfriend left Arizona to come to New York and said, come on home, you know. I'm trying to find the song. I think it's called Come On Home. I used to play that song all the time while I was typing. I was typing court papers. I was planning to sue U.S. immigration. You know, and the police was watching everything I was doing. So I guess they felt I was using reverse discrimination psychology against them. So, oh, you call us immigrants alien? I'm going to show you what an alien is. And as I'm typing on my court papers, I'll be listening to that song. So I decided to set my house on fire on March 19th. So we're going to use our own song. I didn't know they were watching my internet connection. Yeah. Bright lights. They set my house on fire March 19th, and down the street, weeks later, they killed Eric Garner. Said the bright lights don't receive you, Matchbox 20. Let me play that song for you, y'all. You know, I didn't even know the title was Bright Lights. I thought the title was Come On Home. That song is not traumatic. I never listened to it again. Since they killed my friend Eric Garner, and didn't let me test one call. You know, so that Eric Garner's death, it was a death made for New York, according to I want to play it without the audience, because the audience are just screaming. You know, so they said criminals always use songs and find codes so as to turn the victim and their friend. And their mayor covering it up. The Eric Garner killing, the bombing of my home. These are things that affect me as an immigrant. And their mayor of Mandani and everybody are covering it up. So they're making sure when I used to listen to that song, and they turned that song to a murder song. Oh, they don't have the. I don't know why. Oh, I guess it's the official video. I'll just play the lyrics. She got out of town. They always attack me in the train station. They're gonna kill me in the train. They're using this song as a theme music to kill me and kill my friends. And that's very interesting. They took all except my name. So they're using this song as the theme music, and they told me I have to marry an American. They lock up all the bathroom. A guy took me home. He was an American. He's person from Haiti. I said I have to get married to him. I told him he would rape me every day in 2020 and kick me out. So now they want me to be killed so that they cannot have that guy lie that I adopted children. I told him to adopt children for me. Even Eric Adam. They used to chase me out of his office. I used to stand in front of his office in 2019, begging for money. I said, get out of here. Anytime I use the bathroom, across the street from his office, in the train station bathroom, for customers, they'll call the police on me. And I used to say, look, please don't discriminate against me. I'm from Nigeria, and a Nigerian just became mayor in Ohio. And I say immigrants are getting driver's license in Ohio, even without papers. I say, please emulate Ohio and Iowa, New York City. And so they called the police on me to lock me up and bury Jaffa Avenue in Brooklyn, put me in the mental ward. And this Eric Garner was boasting about it. Say, you outsiders, go back to your Iowa, go back to New York. You are not going to be welcome in New York. And a British newspaper asked him, what do you mean outsiders are not welcome? It's only black Americans like you that have been here for generations are welcome. He said, I love these immigrants. Come here. And he said, I love these outsiders. He called them outsiders. Come here, and they don't want to share money. They don't want to break bread with our people. So they have to break bread. That's what I meant. So otherwise, they should stay away. They shouldn't come here no more. So I'm going to show you. Go back to Ohio. I'm gonna do a web search now of Eric Adams saying this. After they got the police to arrest me, frame me as crazy, take my green card. So they really meant it. They want me deported if I'm not gonna go, because without your green card, you can't really live here. The police, the immigration will just arrest you one day and mistakenly deport you. This is Eric Adams saying, go back to Ohio. Go back to, Ohio. Go back to Ohio. I used to stand in front of his office. He was the borough president. Yeah, in Brooklyn, around this area. And, I used to beg for money, and his staff would tell me, get out of here, get out of here. Get out of town, get out of town, I guess. And I'll tell them, please stop discriminating against me. I say in Ohio, they're letting Nigerians become a mayor. I say in Iowa, they're letting undocumented immigrants get driver's license. And so they called the police on me again in Brooklyn, locked me up in the mental ward, took my green card from me, took all my money. And then that's when they did that to me in 2019. And in January, on my mother's birthday, this Eric Adams said this. Say, go back to Iowa, go back to Ohio. New York is for real New Yorkers like him. And a black American guy has been threatening me since then. They used to come around Eric Adams' office. So we're going to kill you Africans. So this Eric Adams has a connection with the way the police was choking me and steal my green card. And he said he used to work with the police also. I said he was raping women, and he used to be in prison also for sexually trafficking women. And so there's this just too much evidence. And the British newspaper interviewed Eric Adams. A British newspaper interviewed Eric Adams. Say, what do you mean go back to Ohio? Go back to Iowa. And he said these outsiders come and make money in New York, and they don't share it with these people. So that's what it means. They have to break bread. What about they need to go back to where they came from?
This is the Manhattan-bound R train. The next stop is 4th Street.
So they're using that Matchbox 20 song as a theme music to commit crimes. They say criminals always use music also. They say criminals always use music. Criminals always use music to further crimes. So when they choked me in that 2019, I came out of the psychiatric hospital on Tuesday. So I believe July 31st. And this woman called herself Miriam, said she recorded everything, and she told me to go and sue. Say, lawyer is waiting for me. So I think they wanted to kill me. They want to kill me and claim I'm a Christian that believe in resurrection, and I wanted this Miriam to take my sperm and create children for me, and they will lie. They say I used to talk to this Miriam and had a deal with her that anytime I die, she should take my sperm. I believe in Jesus, and I believe she's the Mary that was going to bring me back to life. So this is why they want to kill me. This Miriam has been following me around. I don't know who she is. She called herself Queen Beauty. So I believe she's going to be the queen that's going to inherit all my property, and they'll take my sperm and give it to her. I'm not looking for women. And this morning they had a woman slap my buttocks. They had a woman slap my buttocks. And on Broadway, on 34th Street and 6th Avenue. She slapped my buttocks, and I was trying to record her, and the police came out of the car, started running towards me. They're like, shut up, and they walked to another guy. And I was recording on a Facebook Live that this police, a woman is sexually abusing me, and the police came and jumped me, and Facebook disconnected me. Say you're banned from Facebook. They don't want that video together. So they are raping immigrants. As I'm talking, they'll be shouting. They don't want the evidence together. So they are raping immigrants. Oh, my phone just fell cracked again. And they make me charge my phone on the street. They said the police told them to not to kill me. They have phone chargers on the street, and those phone chargers, there's no roof, so the rain will be beating you as I'm charging my phone. They said the police told them, and I'll be getting electrocuted. So the police are killing immigrants. They said the police told them to not put a roof in the phone charger. Every phone booth all over the world always have a roof and a door. And they'll be sending people to snatch my phone from as I'm charging my phone, to fight me, and they'll be lying that my phone is theirs. Even in Africa, all the phone booths always have, see, this is the phone booth they have in America. Just this stuff. And I'll be charging my phone in the rain, and the thunder will strike. Brrr. They said a Jamaican died. In Jamaica, Queens, here. The thunder hit him and he died. So I'll be charging my phone in the rain, and all my phone is cracked, and the water will enter and it will electrocute me. I'll be shaking. So the person trying to get me killed, they said they were going to put a roof, and so that the rain doesn't hit you. They said the police said them, no, don't put a roof. Say a lot of these poor people are criminals. If you put a roof, they're going to go there and they're going to be doing drugs. They're going to be committing crimes. They're going to be having sex. They could put a glass door so you can see. So they told them not to put a roof so that I could get killed. But they always say I'm homeless since the police took my home 6 years ago. And they're setting me up to be killed. They tell the city not to give me housing. There's a court order that they're supposed to give me housing because the police kicked me out of my basement apartment wrongfully, and the courts appointed this Negro Society, an organization to help monitor such cases like mine and make sure I get housing. And for the past 16 years they left me on the street, and the phone, poof, water would be running on my phone as I'm charging my phone. And my phone is causing me to become electrocuted. This is fire. They want to electrocute me. The police department told that link server, they created that phone as a death trap. So they're going to kill me. They're just looking for me to die anyway and going to steal the money. This is fire. They're trying to electrocute me dead. I charge my phone in the rain. Like other people, the police are letting me charge my phone in the rain. No, the kiosk, the phone kiosk don't have a roof. They said that the link server wanted to create a roof. The police said no. Said the poor people are animals. Said the poor blacks are animals, and let them charge that they're the ones that are going to be using that phone booth, because rich people will have their own house and want them electrocuted. So FIFA, they're committing terrorism. Their police are terrorists. They're making me charge my phone in the rain. The phone booth don't have roof. Even in Nigeria, the phone booth have roof. As I'm charging my phone in the rain, my phone is exploding and I'm getting electrocuted. So FIFA, don't bring the World Cup here. Their police are terrorists. This was me getting electrocuted. I saved this as evidence. They're going to take everything from me. No proof. So FIFA, the police are setting up people to get electrocuted. They just want me dead. So that this Miriam, they're telling women to slap my butt, dig their hand in my anus as I'm standing. A woman did that, was slapping my butt, was trying to dig their hand in my anus. On Broadway, on 34th Street and 6th Avenue. Today, March, what's today's date again? I believe it's March 22nd. Let me just make sure. I lost that phone. Whoa. So FIFA, I lied to you now. But today's March 22nd, 2026, and I was recording everything that was happening, and all of a sudden Facebook blocked me. Say your videos are too controversial, bye-bye. Your account is cancelled. So you see, you suspend your account. So this Facebook, they're helping the police try to get me killed and blocking they seized all my evidence. I've been recording the police attack me in the bathroom, kick the door open. So so the media also don't help me. I contacted WABC radio. They also have FBI protecting them, and they've been speculating that somebody's going to die soon. Bye-bye. But their owner is a Greek immigrant, so I guess he pities me a little. He's also friends with Trump, so the WABC radio is releasing information. But I'm listening to the radio, so I guess they want to urge me to keep contacting people, but they don't want to help me. They don't want to help me. I contact them all the time. So they always make comments. They say they were talking on the radio early this morning around 5 a.m. On WABC radio. Around 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. as I was getting attacked, and they were saying the police arrested somebody here in New York, and they thought the person's phone was a gun. So it happens all the time like that. And every time the person arrests me, they try to arrest me. They say, "Is that a gun in your hand? Put your hands up." And they'll drive out of the bathroom. They say, "Don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing." So this is what is happening. FIFA is not safe. They've killed my mother here. I'm from Nigeria. There's a black American gang. They're going to be killing immigrants. And their police told them to set me up. There's a phone booth outside where you can charge your phone. And they said that the police told them to not create a roof. So sometimes when I'm charging my phone in the rain, it will start, the fire will spark. Because everybody knows water and electricity don't mix. So this is the fire. But for me charging my phone in the rain, and I'll be electrocuted. So please, they're killing immigrants. Their police told them to create a phone booth like this outside, but no roof. They say we probably are criminals. If they create a roof, we're going to go there and be having sex. I said, then put a class. So people said, no, create a phone booth, no roof. I'm homeless 16 years. I always charge my phone in the rain, and this is this is the time I got electrocuted, and I'll be shaking. So so please help me. When my mother saw me before she died, she was crying, and she used to take me all over the world. She used to call me pretty. She saw me like this. I've been losing my hair, and she was crying. She said, "This country's racist." They finally locked her in the mental ward and killed her. She wasn't crazy. As me and I was about to sue immigration, when she brought me here from Nigeria, I was a kid. They put me in prison. They said the children are not allowed in America. They lied. My mother had a heart attack. She's not dead. They're killing my people. My father's also killed. FIFA, don't bring the World Cup to New York. I beg you. Please take you to Puerto Rico, take it anywhere else. There's a black American gang, so they're going to kill. They also arrested me, stole my green card. This American, I used to go and beg for money from his office. He was the borough president. I said, get out of here, get out of here. And I used to tell them, please stop abusing us immigrants. I said in Ohio, a Nigerian just became mayor. I said in Ohio, and they called the police to put me in the psych ward, and this American started boasting. Said, go back to Ohio, go back to Iowa. Say you outsiders are not welcome in New York. And it was saying the same thing I used to say to the president. They say he's on drugs also. He's a former police officer. So this American got the police arrest me. They took my green card for me. My mother suffered so much to get me that green card. She brought me here from Nigeria, and they arrested me. She was a home at $86 an hour. She spent all her money, $30,000 hiring lawyers. She became a U.S. citizen. She got me that green card. And the police beat me, took that green card from me. I don't have it anymore. This Ricardo called the police on me, and they got me arrested, took that green card, and they said it's been sent as black Americans. Say you Africans, we're going to kill you. Say it's our time to revenge. You sold us into slavery. FIFA, don't bring the World Cup in New York. There are black Americans that are going to kill Africans on the World Cup. Please, FIFA, I'm crying. I'm just so happy. They steal from me. I still have evidence. I have more evidence than this. I put some of that in my breast. Evidence. I was born a boy. I don't really have a breast. I have a bag I put in my chest to save evidence. So, the bag, that's the bag. Oh, the bag fell off my chest. I have the bag that says, that contains evidence. So I wear that bag on my breast, on my chest, like it's a breast. It has more evidence. Because anytime they arrest me, they steal all my evidence. So I went and bought a bag and I carried it on my chest like it's my breast. I was a boy and now I'm becoming a girl. So he has evidence. So there's a lot of terrorism from the police against immigrants. They shoot a Diallo with 40 bullets. He was just a West African, and they framed him, say he was about to attack the police, and they were lying, he didn't have any weapon. So their police are killing immigrants, terrorizing us, and they always come and kick the door open on me in the bathroom, and say, look, we're afraid, anytime I try to record them, say, put your hands down, we think you have a gun. So their police are going to be killing immigrants. FIFA don't bring the World Cup in New York. My mother described the police as terrorists, and they finally killed her. She was a U.S. citizen from Nigeria. FIFA don't bring the World Cup to New York, postpone this World Cup. When Nigeria was going to host the World Cup in 1995, you said Nigeria was unsafe, and you postponed it to 1999. So when they fix this problem of their police trying to kill me and other Africans, and their black